Oh my god. You playing that shit loud too. That's the funny thing about it.
I thought I liked that.
I just said you play that shit real loud.
I'm just saying, you gotta say with your chest
Say it with your oh Lord Jesus.
or whatever your breast or whatever y'all would say.
Uh-huh. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta say with the chest. Okay. All right. So we got everything here. So we all ready. We're all ready. So welcome to BMT. Can everybody hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. We got it going on right now. Right now, before the chaos starts and everything gets crazy, feel like we want to actually start talking and probably talk about some stuff. If you're new to the show or you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. We ain't doing all that fake stuff. How some people like, ding. No, just you see it there. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the like. We know some of y'all gonna dislike it right off the rip. So
Yo, I'm trying to figure out how somebody disliked your video like earlier today. That was like behooving to me. Like it wasn't even offensive.
I listen, man. I could talk about peace and love and happiness and still get a dislike.
It was.
Like literally, I literally can tell y'all a video on how to make $1 million in a day, and y'all probably would still dislike the video. So I really could just okay, whatever. So the video today, and I'm going to have it headed off by Lady J because
Oh
J
boy.
is saying I'm going to call you guys out on a lot of y'all shenanigans and
Oh
BS.
boy.
Females, if you like to come on and call these dudes out, today is the day. I am actually
We're
turning
women, Joe. We're women.
women.
God forbid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we God forbid we have thoughts and feelings and shit.
Don't y'all say males?
No, actually, most women say men.
Really?
Well, think of, in conversation, you do it too. Most of the time, you say men.
I say
You
almost
say females and men most of the time.
fine. So I'm gonna ask the question: is the overhype of who had the most bodies keeping black men #BlackMen from getting a #woman? I'm gonna ask y'all that question. Let's start it out with the panel. We have, of course, Jay. She got her nice little lipstick on. Don't lick your lips. I know you doing.
Oh
I know you doing
God!
that. I know you doing that for your man. I know he's watching.
I,
You
you
know
know
he's
what?
watching. Like, that's my baby.
I haven't spoken to him in like 3.5 hours. That means he's either
Oh
dead or
wow, we know you dying out right now.
yeah. You know, after like listen, after like 3 hours, it's that profile go back up. Them's the rules. No, so
Oh
Yeah,
man.
don't let me that.
it's just like that's fucked up, right?
Mm-hmm.
He no for real. He texted me was like, call me at 7. I figured he was gonna take a nap. I ain't heard for that motherfucker since. He's probably out of here. So I just
Okay.
assume that he's dead.
All right. I'm sure something on him will wake up or rise up when he thinks
In the
about you.
middle of the night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Like I said, okay. So next we also have Healthy. What's going on, Healthy?
What's happening?
One
What's
of the
happening?
new co-hosts of BMT2 Unfiltered, which we'll probably be changing. Then we're going to be changing the name of it from Unfiltered to something different. But I feel like so that way it'd be more representation of the whole. I feel like something that y'all can work that out. But we're going to turn over to Healthy. Healthy, what's going on, brother?
Chilling, brother. What's going on? What's going on, Jay?
Hey.
So
You
We
don't
getting off
fall
the chain.
asleep.
We getting off the chain tonight, right?
Uh, don't fall asleep because for a second there you look like you was about to fall asleep.
I'm cool.
really?
I'm cool.
Yeah,
Alright,
who been falling
alright.
asleep on our channels lately, man?
Red
I ain't
pill,
never fell asleep.
red pill man and MOT.
Yeah, they do
Them
that a
boys be
lot.
snowing, boy.
Like sleeping. They be out of here.
MOT's old, so he does that.
He's
He's old. He gonna do that. He's fine. He's old. He worked 30 hours out of the day.
how you work 30 hours in one day?
That's that type of man he is, man. 30 hours out of the day. This ain't enough
That's
hours for him to work. He somehow can get in like 6 extra hours. So some of y'all need to follow his lead. Now, so we asked him the question, Jay.
Yes.
Because we all remember what happened on Friday.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Some people have 200 bodies under their
Yes.
belt, and that's fine.
Yes.
But then we heard that having 25 bodies under your belt That's not good for you ladies. Y'all need to.
Yes.
So we want to ask the question: do you feel that the scale of sexuality is unfair and unbalanced for men and women?
Absolutely. I think that a lot of men in the YouTube internet sphere are full of shit.
What?
And wait, don't email Joe or me. Okay, good. So a lot of
Please
men.
stop emailing us, y'all. Goddamn. If y'all got something to say, listen, man. Y'all can come to the goddamn show and speak your grievances, please. Like the emails, man. Y'all be emailing us whole goddamn Bible scriptures and stuff. So let's go talk about it.
I think they're full of shit because a lot of these dudes that say that she can only have. Well, first, let me back up a little bit. I never come across a man that ever asked me that fucking question in real life. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
What?
Never, not once has a dude ever asked me that question. From my 20s all the way to now. So I think it's an invalid. I think it's a moot point, especially once you hit like 25, like really, after college and shit like that, like really.
So you saying that? No, go ahead. So you saying that these guys who are all on this YouTube stuff, how they talking about they asking for bodies and how the people you ducking in and out with, they don't that don't be happening out there in those streets. Really.
They probably just be happy to get a text back.
Wow. Okay.
Because I mean, isn't it true that a couple of the guys, I'm not gonna say nobody names, but isn't it true that a couple of the guys already got baby mamas, but they talk shit about single mothers?
Ouch.
How you gonna talk shit about single mothers when you created a single mother?
Ouch.
But stop me if I'm lying. Because a couple of these dudes that be on your panel created some single mothers. Am I right or wrong? Tell me the truth.
Ouch. No comments.
I don't snitch on my boys.
I'm just saying. I'm pointing at. You want me to point out the hypocrisy? You can't say, "Oh, fuck single mothers," or "single mothers are this," or talk about the matriarchy and shit. When you created a single mothers, you ain't wifing nobody, so you can't talk shit about single mothers. You ain't getting no pussy, but you talking shit about women that get dick.
Ouch.
So you're saying
Ain't
that
even smell a pussy this year, but you talking shit about women. You doing trash dick math. I'm just saying. Just saying. Ain't touch, taste, or smell a pussy this year.
Oh Lord,
Please
it's gonna
stop.
be a
Cut me
long
off.
minute.
You can cut me off if I have
It's gonna
said
be a
something
no.
long, long
This
night.
is This is the J hour. I am nothing but just that of a soul passing by. But I want to ask the question. I would like for any man, if they so be willing, to come on up. We want to have this discussion.
And if you a single father, or you ain't claiming your kids, or you paying $25 a week in child support, I don't want to hear it.
I think you're. First of all, you ain't gonna be disqualifying people out of the race.
Because that's something else that I noticed that a lot of dudes that complain online. These are just my observations. A lot of these dudes that complain online be the dudes that pay $25 a week in child support. A pair of sneakers costs $100. Easy. Am I lying?
I gotta pay $25 a month. God,
all right. So you saying wait. So how do we know that women aren't disenfranchising men?
Because we talking about men right now, aren't we?
Okay, but I'm saying that I'm asking the question.
Okay.
Do you feel like a lot of women are in this day and age they can get away and be more promiscuous and men can't hold them to a standard?
When you say standard, what kind of standard? I mean, I just feel like as far as a double standard, no. I just feel like if I link up with you, and I mean, even if it's like we're trying to build a relationship, to be completely honest, I'm not asking you how many women you've slept with. I'm not. It's not important. What does your past have to do with your future, as far as that's concerned? If you had, especially if you're 40 years old, like what difference does it make who you slept with when you're 18? I mean, unless you got a whole bunch of kids running around, that just means you don't like to use condoms. But outside of that, like, what does who I slept with or who you slept with at 18 have to do with me at 40? Waiting.
Healthy, I need you to hold the reins and take that, answer that question.
Yeah. What's the question? This has been a lot said in the span of 2 minutes.
There has been a lot said in the span of 2
I'm
minutes.
saying
Niggas
if you
paying
Now be
$25 in
wary,
child
Jay.
support.
Somebody come knocking on this door
Niggas
now.
got
They
baby
gonna ask
mamas,
baby
now they
come
red
back,
pill.
my question is if you're 40 years old, if you're in your late 30s,
Right.
who I slept with at 18, I'm a different pal. Forget about sleeping with. I don't know about you, but I'm not the same at 18 as I am at what EMF was at 30 and
you
at
got
40.
saved.
Right.
So, to be fit, really, Joe?
You didn't get.
No,
I didn't invite
I already
nobody.
told you what I was gonna do.
You
I didn't
gonna
invite
learn
nobody.
today.
I literally didn't invite nobody. I
You
dropped
gonna
links.
learn today. God damn it.
I dropped links. Swear to God. Swear to God.
You gonna learn today.
Swear to God. For one, I actually was not even doing nothing wrong. Why am I in trouble?
Joe.
You gonna learn today.
Joe.
Can we be nice? Kill.
When a man meet a woman, he wants to
So
put
the
her.
answer, yeah, I'm sorry. So I was just gonna say. So my question is basically, before we get to the man and woman thing, are you the same person at 18 to 20 that you are at 35 to 40?
No, I'm not. I'm more mature.
No.
No.
But we all have residual things that carried over from past relationships and sex partners that's going to be with us for our lifetime.
Like what? And I ain't talking about diseases.
It can be diseases. It can be
I'm not
abuse.
talking about
diseases. Can change.
It can be abuse. If a woman has been abused in her past, and me and her getting into an argument in our relationship, and while she's standing in front of me, I just happen to scratch my ear or something. She's flinching and shit. She's
I'm talking about
traumatized.
that's you know what, and
that is fair.
that is fair, but I'm just saying, just generally speaking.
Okay, well, let's get into some
You know what I'm
dirty
saying? Just like I'm talking
physical.
about,
Let's get into the physical then.
right? But I'm saying
Let's get
generally
into
speaking.
some gutter
But I'm leading.
physical.
But I'm leading up to something. I'm sorry. No. I'm leading up to. I think you're misunderstanding me. That's all I'm saying. So
okay,
like,
what am I
at
misunderstanding?
18 to 20, let's say for the sake of argument, you might have liked chicken fingers and French fries when you're 20.
Right.
When you're 30 or 40, you don't like chicken fingers and French fries. So my point is, I mean, you do, but you don't. So what I'm saying is, you may have been more reckless in your decision making at 18 than 30 or 40. So with that being said, hey, you know what? I might have done a whole bunch of shit in my 20s. Does that mean I'm the person that I am now? Should I be disqualified because of what I did between 18 and 25? You understand what I'm saying?
Are you willing to be in a relationship with a man that has weak dick game?
If they have weak dick,
good question, Healthy. Goddamn, that was a good question.
Healthy, that was my whole point from the beginning. The trash dick math. That was my whole point from the beginning.
I'm just saying in general, are you willing to be in a relationship with a man that has weak dick game and trash dick because he is unexperienced?
That's my whole point. I don't count bodies. I'm talking about y'all.
So yes, you are willing to be in a relationship with a man that has trash dick?
No, because that's what I'm saying. No, I don't, and I haven't.
So you're saying you're not going to hold that? If he said, "Okay,
Why?
I had at least about 50 bodies,"
why?
That conversation wouldn't come. Wait. To answer Joe's question, no, because that conversation wouldn't come up. Okay. Because you know why? Because men's egos can be fragile, and I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna be plain up front with you. I'm gonna tell the truth, and you ain't gonna want to hear it.
I think I know, Jay. I'm keep.
So if you have 50 or 60 bodies, I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't care, and to be honest, I wouldn't even ask you.
Damn, you a bad.
It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter.
No, I get. Listen. I think at this point, and let me be at this point in this
Let me
climate and
slide
age.
off real quick, okay?
Okay. Okay.
What I was trying to lead up to is women who say things like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be in a relationship with a guy who's unexperienced because they had so many sex partners in their past. Pretty much. That's pretty much what it is. The pussy is like a rubber band.
Okay.
I don't give a damn what they teach in feminist class. The pussy is like a rubber band. And as many times that motherfucker get hit, it stretches, it stretches, it stretches, it stretches. And that's why they looking for King Diggling when they 45 years old. That's why they don't want trash dick, a regular normal person. That's why they don't look for those guys. They don't.
So you saying they're looking?
They looking for King Diggling, and that's why we have all these baby mamas and baby daddies running around and all this shit. One nigga impregnating the whole damn community because he King Diggling. That's why.
Now, okay. We're also joined here by Q. Q. Also joined here by Q. Like I said, we're all gonna be courteous to each other tonight. I want to ask Q. Q. And the question that we posed for tonight. Can you hear me, Q?
Yeah, I can hear you. I hope my stuff's not too loud.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay, good.
You're fine.
I
we got. I mean, I already got one dislike, but I think I'm starting to pinpoint who's the dislike. Like niggas hating because some people are getting views and other niggas can only get 3 views in like 2 hours, 2 to 4 hours. So let's keep it pushing. So I got a question: is the overhype of who had the most bodies keeping #BlackMen from getting a #woman?
No, I think at a certain stage, at a certain time and age, I think you kind of grow past that. You get beyond that. Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah. You good? You coming in good?
You get past that. You get beyond that. I think that's a younger man's game and a younger woman's game to be concerned about who has more bodies. I don't think that older men. First of all, like the sister said, I think she's mentioned one time before, she's in her 40s. And that's not a question that someone in their 40s would bring about, to someone that they're trying to get to know. Depending on the maturity age. It depends on your matureness within your age. At 40, I don't want to know how many bodies you got. Because I'm looking at the woman who's been divorced, probably has 1 or 2 kids, and having common sense is something that I think a lot of people have forgotten, right? How many sisters and we had this conversation the other night. So let's just look at it. The average woman born at a certain time that's between, I'll say, 35 and 55. 2019, right? Between 35 and 55. If she is 40, middle of the range, we'll go middle of the range. If she's 40, she's been dealing with men from the time she was 16, 17, males or men, right?
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So on average, when you look at the high school, I give the average female maybe 2 bodies from high school. Maybe 2. Their first love, and then the dude that they, rebound to or they thought, was the next dude that was going to come along. And then for the ones that went to college, that number rises. A lot of women don't want to be honest about it, but that number can be pretty high. And then once they get into their professional lives, unless they get married or they have a significant other for X amount of time, I give the average female maybe 3 guys per year. Now, some numbers indicate that those numbers can be tripled within a year in today's time. That's why I don't do studies, because it depends on your area, your location, your economic, social status, and background. There are a lot of factors that have to be factored in, but we're talking about just the average woman across the spectrum of the United States of America, the average African American system. So by the time she's 40, I would say probably 20 to 25 bodies.
Get my calculator for you.
Now, okay, so I got a question. Does this calculation of mathematics apply for men?
Get my calculator for you.
This motherfucker. You look like you calculating hard, healthy.
You right? I am doing calculations on this motherfucker right now. Like
over there.
we all got. Listen, man.
He over there carry the 2, divide 1.
Carry the 2,
man, I'm literally
divided
doing
5.
calculations to writing notes. Like
Nasty
I'm trying to figure
motherfucker,
out
you.
like what's my mathematical equation in this goddamn
Goddamn
like,
freak.
shit.
I knew it.
How much do I get to like?
Okay, so let's
Have a talk with my wife right quick. I'll be back.
So
you better let her live.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right,
Go ahead.
So let's flip this and equate this over to men. Because men are more aggressive, straight heterosexual males are more aggressive when it comes to conquering women sexually. And we know that between the age of 17 and 34, that's when you have your highest, you have your highest, your peak. You're out, you're chasing, right? So those numbers kind of work in the same order. They can be significantly higher. In high school, your average guy, your average junior, senior in high school, in today's time, we can't say today's time. That's between the ages of 30, again, 35 and 55, right?
Okay.
Let's start in the middle at 40.
Okay, let me write this
Those
down.
numbers can be twice as high for men.
Now, question now. Okay, so from going off these calculations, from what you're saying about the high school, the 17 into the 30s, majority of these men go to black dating coaches as well as the manosphere for why aren't these women submitting to them?
Okay, stop. That's not the average. That's a small pocket of men that you have. So you can't look at what's going on social media and say, well, the average man is going to these dating coaches and they're looking at the manosphere and they're asking these questions. There are significant things that happen within these men's lives to push them over to going, MGTOW and joining these certain organizations. The average man doesn't even know what MGTOW is or that it even exists.
Black man, or you talking about black man or just men in general?
Yeah, the average black man, just the average black man, because the average black man they're not in these circles. They're not on YouTube. They may use the internet, but for what have you, whatever purposes. But they're not in these circles. They're not. It's the same people in the same circles, no matter where you go, in the black YouTube streets. If you go to Nala Says, you're going to see the same people. If you go to Taz Exclusive, you're going to see the same people. Mr. B1, you're going to see pretty much some of the same people. If you go to Obsidian, you're going to see pretty much some of the same goddamn people. If you go to goddamn Angry Man, you're going to see pretty much some of the same people. Right?
That's true.
If you look outside of that diaspora of those 10 or so YouTubers, right? Go to some of these other channels that exist and you won't see none. Maybe you bump into somebody that you may know from another channel, but there's a whole different group of men and women out there. So a lot of these men are not getting the message of MGTOW and they're not getting the manosphere message. If you think I'm lying, think about people that you know that you don't mention the fact that you're on the internet too. That what you do. Just think about this for a minute. Go to your job and just say, hey man, do you know what MGTOW is? And watch what happens.
They'll have no clue.
Now, hang on now, because we got more people here. Everybody, welcome to BMT. We plan on. I wanted to make it fair where we had females on here. Some of the girls.
You have what on here, Joe?
Women.
Thank you, Jade.
Lord,
where's that goddamn song for when y'all start this shit up again? Let me go.
Yeah, every time they get started, play the baddest bitch.
Yep. Every time they start that shit, healthy. Every time y'all start with that shit.
Don't get me to start rapping the whole verses.
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure y'all know that's probably y'all Bible scripture hymn at nighttime when y'all probably sing scriptures. Oh, let me tell you.
Now, better play City Girls Act Up.
Oh God. Okay, so we have some females on here. Before we let the gentleman, I did promise that Jay and the females They get Jay in the way.
It's hard not to say it. It's hard. It's hard.
It's hard out here for a pimp, huh? All right, all right. I'll leave you be. I'll leave you be.
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna get you
Jesus.
one day. One
Thank you,
day.
Jesus. Please just let me just say the
Okay.
FEMA. I'm not calling y'all the BI. I'm just calling y'all the FE. Like, is that bad
So,
still?
so
They're not
for
females anymore.
continuity. I can never pronounce that word.
Continuity.
Two, continuity. Thank you.
But I'm a man.
2 minutes.
I conquer.
Ask the question. 2 minutes.
Okay, so I'll starting the timer. So whenever, but we have a lot of people here, so we're gonna have to do the 2 minute. Thank you, Jay. Whenever we have a more bigger group, we have to condense the time for people to speak. Okay, so we have Rain of Peanut Butter Girls. Check out her Facebook page, Peanut Butter Girls, that shows black women. I don't know, some of them girls are like IG girls, so they don't even look real to me. But for the other one, I'm looking for girls wearing Walmart vests and Dollar General
But see,
name
that's the
tags.
thing. A lot of y'all black males. I'm gonna say males, since you say females. A lot of black males. A lot of y'all think y'all deserve that IG
I
model, but
do.
y'all
I
got
do.
fucked up
I do.
hairlines and make $12 an
Whoa,
hour.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Ain't
whoa.
nobody want
I,
you
I
just they
rebuke
just
that
there to
spirit.
play with. They just
I
there to
rebuke
play
that
with.
spirit,
Nobody
Jay.
taking no IG model serious.
Listen.
Hopefully.
Listen, personally, for me, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with it. I know I don't deserve Idris Elba. I know that, and I've
Why
come to
not? Why
accept that.
not, Queen? Didn't you watch
I
Tyler
don't.
Perry?
I don't. I don't. Idris Elba is not from Tyler Perry movies, sir.
Yes, he is.
But is he?
Daddy's
No, I
Girls,
know him. I know him from The Wire.
Wire,
The Wire, yes. But
and
I look
but I
like
don't.
Idris Elba too.
I don't
Fast and
watch.
Furious,
That's not a Tyler Perry movie either. Next.
and I'm
Let
just
her
giving some
talk. Let her
titles
talk.
here.
Let her
Yeah,
talk.
go
Let her
ahead.
talk. We got
But yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, he's mostly known from The Wire, and no, Idris Elba wasn't in the Fast and Furious. What? Huh?
He is
And,
now.
oh
Is he in that? Oh,
yeah,
he's in the new one.
the latest one. But but that's also
No, I'm
is
gonna
that
go see that
Tyler
because
Perry
he's in it.
movie? Anyway,
But your
anyway.
point
Okay.
is you feel
So
you don't
my my
deserve it.
my point is because I am a woman of a certain age, a certain body shape, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I don't feel like I would deserve a man as such as Idris Elba. I feel that a lot of men feel like I said, they might have a beer belly and a fucked up hairline and make $12 an hour, but feel like they deserve the proverbial IG model. Okay,
They
Joe.
feel entitled
All
Good
it
luck
take
with
to
is
that.
deserve.
$60 damn
I am a
and
king.
Red Lobster.
You
What you
respect
talking
me,
about?
damn it.
You acting like they somebody because they on Instagram. All
I
it take
wasn't
is Red
saying
Lobster and a blunt. That's all
I
it take for
wasn't
these
saying
motherfuckers.
I wasn't saying literally
Calm down, B.
IG
I'm
model.
saying
In theory.
literally.
It's all
I
man,
swear to
though.
That's
Healthy, I'm
all
about
the
to kick you
baddest bitch
off.
want is a pair
I'll
of
kick you off the
shoes.
show. I'll kick you off
A
the show.
nigga that make $12 an hour can buy a pair of shoes for a bad bitch and still fuck. Just
Okay,
letting
now,
you know.
let's take it over. I want the females answer. We have Rain, and we also have how you doing, sweetheart? I don't know what you want to be called on this panel. Some people have.
Bianca.
Okay, Bianca. I didn't know. I just want to be careful now because
I know.
I gotta be careful nowadays. Y'all be having this goddamn city girl and bad girls goddamn anthems and shit when y'all come on. So I gotta be careful. So we have Bianca and we have Rain. So I want to ask. I'm gonna go start it off with Rain. She's also she's been on the panel a few times. Rain, do you feel like a lot of men, right? Do you feel like a lot of men overhype who had the most bodies is keeping black men from getting a woman?
Wait, overhype what?
Okay,
Say that again.
is the overhype of who had the most bodies keeping hashtag black men from getting a woman?
No, the fuck. Women don't care about bodies, like how many women men sleep with. Like, not at all. I mean, you know what I meant. Sorry, I'm driving. But no, that shit doesn't matter.
Well, the argument, just to be clear, the argument is because a lot of men in the YouTubeosphere seem to care about how many men a woman has been with.
That's because they're weird. I've watched a few of those shows. They're weird as fuck. Like, they have issues. Like, I have friends that are outside, like Q was speaking about. People that listen, like, I'd be like, hey, listen to this, listen to this. Then they'll go listen to, like I had a friend listen to, I want to say Obsidian
Oh yes, the man tantrum.
before.
That's the
And
wrong
he
introduction.
was like,
You
no!
gotta ease them in
And he
before
was
you
just
give them
like, yo,
obsidian.
these. them niggas is weird. Like
He said
I
them
was just
niggas
like,
crazy.
what do you mean? He was like,
Your line
but I
sounds
mean,
compromised.
oh yeah, because I'm driving through a bad
Yeah,
area. Can
Well,
yeah.
y'all hear
You're
me?
gonna.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay. I got
yeah.
on my professional
But
jacket
basically,
now.
they was just
I'm
saying
covered
like,
now.
basically they were just like those men sound like they're just want to blame women for everything, and they sound like, oh, they didn't get to suck on their mom's titty enough, and all
Oh
this extra
shit.
shit.
Why y'all
Basically,
attacking
talking
black men,
shit.
Ray? I feel like you're attacking black men.
Ew.
I'm not trying to. I'm just giving an opinion of
It's
someone that
fine.
watched
It's okay.
outside of the normal
I'm just saying. I feel triggered.
people.
I felt triggered a little bit.
Don't
Oh, you'll
email
be all right.
Joe because I see some angry comments from men
Man,
in
I
your
always get talked.
chat.
Man, I'm tired of you getting y'all angry emails, man. Send that shit to like other men.
Don't
Dog.
send it to me because you'll get cut. You will get
Like,
shut the
stop
fuck down.
sending y'all. Literally, y'all stop
I
sending
don't
y'all
want to
angry emails.
offend anybody if you are like if those comments are about what I'm saying, but dead ass people outside of the normal people that we would know that would listen to these shows really think we're crazy as fuck.
Mm. Well, believe me,
And so
some of y'all
I
sound
would,
crazy as fuck to me. I'm thinking something. I'm
And you're
talking.
crazy, and that's coming from crazy.
Yeah,
So
yes,
that
I'm
yes,
starting to
that's
sound
I
pretty
know.
normal right now.
But
Go ahead, peanut butter.
yeah, go ahead with be easy. You can ask her now.
We now pass it over to in this broadcasting. I hope Bianca, you like my suit.
you got your court. Is that your court jacket or your church jacket?
This is my jacket I got for I wear when I go to jury duty or when I got to go
That's
pay
his child
tickets.
support.
Suit
That's his
City.
child
Oh, the
support
child support
jacket.
jacket.
And it
Child
beat every
Child
goddamn
support
case
jacket.
y'all
Hell,
women
That's
throw
the
at me.
child
child
support
support
I'll
jacket.
beat
jacket.
this jacket beating more y'all goddamn cases. I wish a woman like Bianca would be sitting in that courthouse. I'll beat you. I'll beat Ray. I'll beat all of y'all. I'll beat all
when
y'all
he
with this
know
jacket. Then I'll take the
when
jacket
he
off.
know he got a tough child support case, he's like, I gotta pull out the child
You
Gotta
support
know
pull
you
out the
got
jacket.
like
jacket,
8 kids. I mean,
That's
come
classic.
on, man.
All right, let me go ahead and I'm getting a little hyped up now. Think about
I
that last case
see.
I beat, boy.
Oh
Bianca.
my god.
Yes.
Bianca, what's going on? She's gonna come on here all like sounding dignified. Yes.
Um,
Listen, don't be doing that here. I'm supposed to sound sophisticated. That don't be outclassing me.
my apologies. Let me put my ratchet on.
Please do. Thank you.
Thank you.
So basically, what had happened
Oh God! Woo! Okay, welcome, Bianca.
Hi.
Do you want your anthem played for y'all? Here, let me give you a,
Oh God.
here you go.
Oh my god.
Introducing Bianca.
Oh, coming to the stage. Next, you about to start saying coming to the stage.
Oh, woo,
Right.
woo. When we get up there now, when we get up there, you know what I'm saying? And also, you guys, if you do super chat, we will have dancing included part of the show. Please, super chat. BMT. Every super chat goes to a child in need.
It goes towards Joe's child support obligation.
Shut your ass up, Joe. Shut your ass
Oh
up.
my bad. Oh, I wasn't supposed to tell nobody. My
Yes,
bad.
I really.
Well, now.
We will have a conference meeting after this one.
Okay.
So
Oh God.
go ahead, Bianca. Hopefully my panel don't say no more shit out loud. Do you feel like, Lord knows, she ain't gonna never leave this panel now. Is the overhype of who had the most bodies keeping hashtag black men from getting a hashtag woman?
No. I think that a lot of these dudes are just as damaged as the women they complain about.
What? Damage?
Mm.
What do you
Yes.
mean damage? Hold on. Pause for that one.
I mean, you can, however you want to, shout out about it. We can do that. But I think a lot of these guys are damaged. I think it is because of childhood trauma and it's unresolved. And they treat women how they feel about themselves like shit, inferior, less than, lacking, all of the above.
Likewise,
So
since he's
until they
damaged.
deal with that type of shit, then they'll continue to have a circle of damaged women in and out of their lives that they procreate with,
Mm.
and have children that they don't take care of, and then recreate the cycle all over again.
Mm. Well,
But they never have a shortage of women though, so they still being chased by these sisters. So
You're never going to
But
have a
that's the
shortage
whole
of
point.
women.
But
You're
that's the
never
whole
going to
point.
have a shortage of
you're
women
never
because
lonely.
you're never going to
That's
have a
that's
shortage
the
Hold
of
on,
whole
women.
guys. I'll be
point,
right
though.
back.
That's fine. That's
All
fine.
right,
You're never
homie.
going to have a shortage of women because you can't have a shortage of children. You can't have a shortage of life.
But that's the
So
whole
let's
point,
not get
Healthy.
it
That was
twisted.
my point from the beginning. Is I was saying
Hmm
that these dudes on here talking about I can only be with a woman that has 10 bodies, but y'all sleeping with the neighborhood hood rat.
Yeah.
She
Right.
got good pussy though.
Going and you the 11th one.
Right. The last motherfucker went out the back door earlier. So I mean, make it make sense is all I'm saying. Own
All
up to
she
your
got to say
Crazy
is yes
bullshit.
to
pussy is
me.
the good pussy.
All she got to say is yes to me. I'm fine with that.
Oh
Joe, I
gosh.
could just blink 3 times at you when you ready.
Mm.
These are just jokes, everyone. These are
Good.
just jokes. These are just
It's
jokes.
okay.
Crazy girls got
I'm
the
already
best
back on couch
pussy.
detail
You
anyway.
already back on the couch? Okay. I ain't trying to get away trouble. These are just jokes.
So let's talk about that. So we're gonna pass it over to Healthy. Healthy. Do you feel like damaged
No, I'm
men?
kicking Healthy off the piano.
Nah,
Why? I ain't do nothing.
I need support. I need mental support for
I
this.
ain't
I
do
got
nothing.
and also Bianca on there, and I'm already getting mentally broken down by
And I
goddamn
think
Bianca going into
Q
my
might have
childhood
halfway
trauma.
agreed.
I
And
don't
I
need
think
this
Q
shit.
might have halfway agreed with me. So yeah, you might have to have Healthy in your corner today. Shit.
I need some
If
spiritual.
Q agreeing with me, that means that it's yeah.
Yeah, Q agreed with you. So I mean,
Yeah.
technically, we gonna figure out
You
the
can't
math.
you
Wait a
can't
minute.
you can't argue with
Wait,
logic. You can't
wait a
argue with
minute.
logic.
So
What
technically,
am I
Q did
agree?
agree with
Wait, what did I agree to?
you agreed to what Jay said, that black men and black women don't really care about goddamn bodies. They just
Yeah, he said that
No,
earlier. Yeah, they agree.
again, as I said, after you listen, man. A lot of the conversations that we have here and on other platforms, not just here, some of it is like immature. Like who really? I mean, at 40 years old, are you really gonna sit there? If you're a single man, you're trying to get to know a woman. Are you really gonna sit there and have a conversation? So yeah, well, do you like to cook? Well, yeah, I like to cook. Well, how about travel? Where all have you been? I've been to Mexico and to the Bahamas, and I want to go to Dubai, and I've been here. Oh, okay, that's great. Well, you got kids? Yeah, I have a grown son, and I have a daughter that's 19. Well, hey, just out of curiosity, how many dicks have you sucked?
You didn't even know.
Well,
I mean, so you're
They
saying
want to
that
suck all
okay?
that dick and want a
Wait a
French
minute.
kiss. Like, are you crazy, man?
Wait a minute.
What's
And
wrong
then
with you?
you expect for her to sit there as a woman who we know women always have this thing about being a Proverbs woman. They want to be viewed, whether they are a whore or not, they want to be viewed as wholesome. So she's gonna tell you, she's gonna sweep the other 39 motherfuckers under the rug and tell you about 3.
But it's gonna
I'm
show sooner or
43.
later.
I'm 43 years old, and I've only been with 3 men in my entire life. Like, stop the fucking madness.
Q, do you feel that a lot of those talking points are coming from the younger crowd, and those will probably change when they get older?
I think, sister, a lot of those talking points are coming from the younger generation because they never had these type conversations as they were coming up. 20 in their 20s. That's something we talked about in even as teenagers. We talked, man, how many have you hit? You know what I'm saying? When we was in high school, you
We
talked
get
about
that
that.
game from the old niggas. Huh?
Right, yeah, we talked about that shit in high school. Like,
Don't turn a whore into a housewife. That came from old niggas.
What happened?
I say, don't turn a hoe into a housewife. That came from old niggas. That's not a young nigga saying.
No, that came from pimps.
Point.
Yeah, old niggas. Yeah, trying to look out for the young man.
Right,
A certain demographic.
Understand when you look at those old niggas that you're talking about, them old niggas, look at where they are today. A lot of them old niggas still running around here talking about they pimps, still up in the club chasing young girls.
Now I got a question. I'm gonna
They
hit y'all
catching
with
it.
a curveball. Y'all know me. I got my.
Joe,
Hold on,
Joe,
BM.
can you let Healthy talk? I'm sorry, I had
Oh, okay.
Healthy didn't
It's
get
all
a chance
good.
to talk.
What was the question?
Okay, the question is, I want to ask
It's
this.
getting good, man. I like this shit. We
I got a
freestyle. I
question.
like
Y'all know,
this shit.
and I'm a curveballer with everybody. And if y'all want to come up here, email me. I'm a curveball. if what we say is true, then why did a billionaire like Robert Smith marry an ex-porn star?
Oh.
Because he is a trick. What are you
Wait a
talking
minute.
about?
Wait a minute.
Because he was so rich and he was so secure in his masculinity, it didn't matter. I guess.
Mic
Okay,
drop.
I bet you.
Fuck, I don't
Wait a
know.
minute. I
Mic
bet
drop.
you did.
I don't know.
We ain't gonna never answer that question.
I mean,
No,
she
That
do
question
because
will never get
it
answered
for
on
him.
that
That's
one.
who he
No.
wants. When you got
No.
all the money in the world,
No.
you get what you want. You get what pleases you.
I'm
That's
just saying that's first Drake, now Robert Smith. Why are they
Trey
marrying these
I
goddamn
believe
beautiful porn
Trey.
stars?
Going,
I
Because
believe
they're
Trey
getting their
Songz.
forehead sucked in.
I believe
she
Trey
do it
Songz
for him.
had a baby by a porn star too.
Yeah,
God
if she do
damn,
it
Yeah.
for
boy.
you, she do
These
it for
goddamn
you.
porn stars are getting good. They making moves.
wait a minute, man. Y'all get too excited over simple shit. I
That's simple.
bet you when she met Robert Smith, I bet you Robert Smith had no idea that she was a porn star. He didn't find out until it was too fucking late.
Or he was watching
That's
her
what
for her
happened.
whole career,
Hmm.
jacking off in the goddamn Maybach.
No,
Hmm.
you got
To-
you
Like,
you
I'm gonna
gotta
get that
okay.
then.
See, so you gotta
Man, I can't wait till she turned 18.
Oh.
well you gotta well that does happen too, but you gotta understand that a man in Robert
Those little
Smith's
breasts.
position,
Sorry.
he has a reputation at stake. You think he wanted to go sit with other millionaires and billionaires, and motherfuckers are like, yeah, he got money, but his bitch a hoe. No, no
You
man
think he
wants
ain't
that.
sitting amongst other billionaires with hoes for wives? Are you crazy?
Yeah, but they're
That's a
not. But
lot.
they're
That's
not.
how a lot of them
But
got those billionaire husbands by
but they're
by
not.
being hoes.
But they're not. But they're not
Exactly. They went from
known like
escorts
that.
to
I think at
esquires.
that
But
level it don't matter. At that level
Yeah,
it don't matter.
I
It
mean,
don't
yeah,
matter.
I mean, once you get
all
money,
right,
I think it don't even fucking matter at some
hold on,
point.
hold on. That's a good. That raises a good point. Let's ask the sister since what's the sister name?
No, hold on. Yeah, we got
B
one of my,
Hodges. I
we
want to
got
ask.
Keith
I want
Price.
to ask you something, B Hodges.
Okay.
Let's just say that you ran across. Let's just say that you had a significant amount of money.
Mhm.
You ran across a brother that seemingly was everything that you wanted, with the exception of he's a fucking porn star. He's the Dirk Diggler of fucking porn.
Mhm.
Would you marry that motherfucker?
Absolutely not. I wouldn't even date him.
Okay then. So you see, if you think like that, imagine with somebody who with a lot of money thinks, like a wealthy motherfucker, a billionaire. Imagine
Okay,
how
so
they
let's try
think.
that again. Janet Jackson got married to
Janet Jack me?
yeah.
No, Janet Jackson.
Oh,
He
Janet
okay.
said Janet Jackman.
We
I
was
know,
talking about
man.
Oh,
porn
I mean,
stars. I
those
was
are two
wondering.
different people. Just saying.
My bad, my bad. Let me get off X. Um, Janet Jackson, and I'm gonna pass it over to Cutie Pie next. Janet Jackson got married to a wealthy mogul. Okay, she got married to a wealthy mogul. Mind you, she's been through the industry. She's been with quite a few people. We know Drake. He
Yeah, but
impregnated.
Janet's like 60. Come on
Hey,
now.
listen. Hey. After a while,
You
age.
wouldn't marry. Wait, you ain't gonna marry. You wouldn't marry Janet Jackson if she said, "Listen,
You ain't hear that
come,
coming from me. You ain't hear that coming from me.
listen."
I seen her on that stage. You know.
I'm just saying. I bet you every dude in here, if Janet came to your door, right, talk all the shit y'all want right now, but healthy. I'm talking to you.
Meet me.
I guarantee, if Janet Jackson came to your door, you gonna hit.
Meet me at the work shed, Janet.
I'll knock it out
If
one good
Janet told,
time.
if Janet was like, "I want to have your baby, daddy,"
Can she
you
still
Shit.
have
gonna be a,
babies?
you,
Can Janet
yeah,
still have babies?
basically she married the billionaire dude. Had a basically it was a business arrangement. He paid her like half a billion dollars, something
She
crazy.
got half of his
She got like
investment.
$500 million to have a baby with this dude, and they got divorced and fight. And they just had a second
Amazing
baby
come
for
up.
like 5 years. Yeah, she already was. She was already up here. It just went up from there.
So
Look,
so
the
What
money
was
that the
actually
money that she
fantasized
got,
about. That's how they do it at
the
that level.
money that the money that Janet Jackson got for that man was like one of us giving a bitch $100. That motherfucker done bought 2-3
Yeah,
islands for hoes. So what the fuck? I mean, y'all tripping over $500 million because it's a
I
lot
don't
of
got
money
$500
to
million.
us as general people. It's a lot of money to us. To that guy who had already, mind you, he had already bought 2 different other women, wives, islands. This motherfucker bought islands for bitches, whole islands.
He just wanted a baby with Janet Jackson. That's all.
Yeah.
Right, that's
So
all
he
that
paid for pussy.
was. It was nothing special about no fucking Janet Jackson. Don't get me wrong. 20 years ago, Janet could have caught the hard one, swift, rigorously. But now,
This
nah,
motherfucker.
Janet ain't. Nah.
I call disingenuous on that
Man,
one.
you out your mind.
I'm
Janet
called
got
disingenuous on
missing
that one.
ribs.
So let's pass it on to Cutie Pie. Cutie Pie, what's going on there?
Hey,
You tired?
I'm good.
All right. What's going on there? So we hearing right now, and welcome to everybody who's in the chat. Y'all already know. You already know what it is. Like the video, support the channel. We got 13 watching. We got an amazing panel. We also have men and we have women, so it's equal. Nobody's over being talked. We got panel etiquette here. So the topic for tonight is the overhype of who had the most bodies keeping hashtag black men from getting a woman. I'm passing it over to you, Kitty. Go ahead, there. I mean, come on, hey, me and you've been in ATL now, so we already know how it go down there. We already see how it go down in the A now. Shit, them damn Georgia people to be walking around the safari. Shit, I almost crashed my damn truck like 4 times. Go right in the damn thing.
What was that question again?
Do you feel like? Do you feel like on this social media platform we're overhyping? We're overhyping the amount of bodies like that somebody gets under their belt. Like let's say you said, "Well, I fucked 40 men or 60 men in my lifetime." You're talking to a dude, and a black man might hear it, and he said, "Oh, I can't deal with you." Do you think that what I'm saying, like that's like some kind of immature shit? Like that's overhyped. That shit don't really be happening like that. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I just think that's immature, sure. You want to talk about how many things you've been with. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but it is me personally. But people do it all the time, especially if it's somebody that's hot.
Right.
Yeah, but I would.
Now, question: do people in your circle, and mind you work in corporate America, do people be asking for how many bodies that people be laying down with, like in like, hey, how you doing, baby? I see you looking fine. How many bodies you done had like last year before I talked to you? Let me see your how many bodies you had?
Whole facts. Whole facts.
Show me the cat facts. Do they be running the cat facts with y'all in the when y'all be talking to each other like at brunches and stuff?
Do guys ask us like how many people we've been with? You ask?
Yeah, like how many y'all girls been? How many people you slept with, or what you been involved in, or did they be asking you all that stuff? Like,
I mean, I've had guys to ask me, how many people who I've slept with, or but it's been so long. That's been so long ago, though. I mean, now.
So that don't even happen like that.
I mean, no. I mean, I haven't had anyone to ask me that, at my age now. I mean,
so that goes to Q's point.
Yeah, that would be a turnoff. But I think a guy would have the way I carry myself anyway. A guy would just not to even ask me that, And I don't even deal with guys that would even ask me that.
Damn.
Now, when I was younger, it would be a little bit different. But in my 20s and as teens, of course. But now, I don't even I put myself in situations with guys, and guys don't even attract me that would ask me that. Those type of guys don't attract me. They're not attracted to me either.
She's a lady.
So
then she said she don't like the kiss tell.
She's a lady.
She said, don't ask me that.
Don't ask, don't tell.
They don't even ask.
Wait, they don't even ask. I mean, they don't even ask. And I mean, so
the men aren't really acting like that. They're not really acting for that kind of question.
Why? Well, no one has asked me.
Okay, hang on. Okay.
I just told y'all that. I just told you that once you hit 35, 40, 45, ain't nobody asking nobody.
They're just happy to get something at that age.
Ain't nobody, like I gave you an example.
But
There's brother running up and saying, yeah, so I just want to know how many bodies you got, baby. How many men have you had in your life? Nobody asking no stupid ass question like that. I wish a bitch would ask me, and I'm sorry, I use that term loosely. I wish a female would run up on me and be like, I just want to know how many women have you slept with in your life? Like you might ask, when was the last time you were intimate with someone? Because
Right,
that's
right,
a
right.
very important. That's the question that generally 35 to 40, 45 to 50, 50 to 55, if you're still out there in the dating scene, that's a question that you are more likely to get. So when is the last time you were intimate with someone? Especially if you're talking about building something with them. If you're just trying to hit for the night or for the weekend or whatever, you don't really give a fuck when the last time they had sex or how many people they slept with.
Okay. Now we have a young brother here, Chaos. I feel he's a good young brother that I starting to know and take notice of. Chaos, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Now, Chaos, with all this stuff going on, are young brothers going around asking like women like, hey, how many bodies you been or how many people you been with up until now? Like, are they really asking that, or are they just trying to cuff a female, get with a woman? Or that's a big question that a lot of men they need to know.
Well, the only thing a young brother normally in his mind is normally if he's finding a chick that he's digging or attracted is what that pussy feels like, most likely. Then not really focus on the other details. Say, so let me ask you, what's your history of how many niggas you sleep with in the past few months?
What'd you
They
say?
don't really think that.
Okay.
You know how they say. They would like ask a chick, say, I wonder how many Negroes have you slept with in the past few months? They don't ask these questions. They don't waste time with that shit.
So young brothers aren't
But
asking those kind of questions. Like they're not asking those questions. Like so, they're not worried about how many females you slept with. So it's not just the older men that are doing that. The younger men, they're not asking no questions like that. But I ain't gonna lie. When I was young, I didn't give a
yeah,
shit about how many goddamn bodies you done lay
Yeah,
down
you
with.
just
It was
happy
like,
to
yo,
just
it's
be
all about
fucking.
it's all about me this hour. Like I didn't give a shit if you just with Daquan
I was
last
just
2 hours
sucking
ago.
my dick,
Like,
man.
I'm you with me right now, girl. I'm trying to get me. I didn't give a fuck who you with last hour ago. Like me. So I get what you're saying, Chaos. So go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, but it's funny. It's the lady that was still there that asked a question earlier about shit. I'm trying to remember. Remember earlier the broadcast, she was asking something. You know what it was? That's slipped my mind now. What
Oh
she
no, no,
said.
no. No, I got a question, but I'm about to ask I'm about to ask Bianca because she asked Bianca brought up something, and I'm gonna see if you're gonna answer it. Bianca said a lot of these men hold on to bitterment and pain from when they were younger, like children. Bianca, am I saying it correctly? A lot of these men were holding on to like stuff that happened from their
Yes, they
mom.
have unresolved trauma, childhood trauma, drama,
Okay,
issues.
dang, you really cutting it deep. Stop it, Bianca. Go back
I
on mute.
mean,
Go back on mute. You're gonna be kind of stop Dr. feeling people. Hold on. So, do you feel like, and I'm gonna start out with chaos, and then I'm taking it to healthy, and then get over to Q. Do you feel like a lot of these boys
mm.
that are becoming men, do you feel like a lot of them are holding on to some childhood stricken of abuse from a woman, from an older woman
Yeah,
they
who is
just couldn't get? Go ahead, chaos.
Gwen, what's up?
Mute
Uh,
yourself, Q. Mute yourself, Q. Go ahead.
yeah. I was going to tell you mute some. I would say
Mike,
a lot of boys that
this Mike
become
right here.
or in the stage of manhood. Q, you have mute your line.
I got it.
You
I got
hear
it.
you.
I got it. Go ahead, chaos.
Um, they 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 have gone through some trauma in life. Usually, it's normally abuse, either by mother or some other person. We all know the little unkept secrets in the black community in regards to trauma with amongst black girls and black boys.
Mm-hmm.
That's not been talked about. Matter of fact, that's the unkept secret that has been revealed lately from other good friends of mine on social media and YouTube. That's revealing this information that the community don't talk about. And a lot of sisters don't want to talk about because they feel that they didn't play no part into their children's abuse. So, that's the unkept trauma Bianca been talking about. So a lot of them are suffering some form of trauma.
Okay.
That shows their behavior when it comes to the dating market.
Okay. BGS types in, and I loose. I'm just giving you what some that BGS Itmore said. BGS said, I think it's the opposite. I think they don't have enough experience, which is why they ask. So that's what he Gives it right back to you, Bianca. He says, I think it's the opposite. I don't think they have enough experience, which is why they ask. Bianca, what would you say to that, dear?
That is actually a telltale sign of having unresolved issues.
Mm. So you're saying that's unresolved issues, that's why they ask.
I mean, I'll put it to you like this, and I think me and Chaos had this conversation a few days ago. Everybody got to go through their shit. Everybody got to deal with their own shit on some level, some way, shape, or form in your life. Everybody goes through it. So once you get past a certain point in your growth, there's just certain things you don't entertain because it's dumb to you. We've all done it. Everybody had a whole phase. Don't ask me how many bodies I got. I ain't gonna ask you. You know what I'm saying? We've been around the same block. The point is, we're at this point in the road together. Either we move forward or we don't. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. When you entertain fickle shit, it's because you're petty in your existence and you have unresolved shit. And you haven't gotten to the point of maturity where you can deal with an adult that has dealt with they shit and is ready to get it cracking.
Wow. Damn. Okay.
You know, at times it's like an ego thing.
Okay.
Not
Now,
really. Most guys
Which
I
is good.
talk to
The man should
are
have
actually, or
now, hang on, Chaos. Let me pass it on because I told you I was afraid of being a Bianca. Bianca be trying to like mentally debunk black men. I don't. Sometimes I rebuke her spirit.
I'm talking about myself first.
Okay, my bad.
Okay.
Let me drink my water. Shut up.
So if I'm talking about it, it's because I've been through it. I've lived through it. I'm talking about me first. I can only speak from experience. And kitty shit you put away when you grow up. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
I'm a man with a suit on. I wish you see me as one.
I see you in that Cosby suit.
Why don't you see me though? Why don't you see me though? So the man
Pudding
let me get it over there.
snacks.
Let me get it over to Healthy. She ain't gonna take away from my Cosby suit. Many women have gotten slain in court from this Cosby suit. So go ahead, play yourself if y'all want. The suit be getting a lot of wins. All right, Healthy.
Yo.
You feel like it's like with BJ said, it's from men who lack experience. That's why they ask. You know, but versus what Bianca said, that some telltale pain or something that they held on to, I call it struggle love or different stuff that they dealt with in their past. They carry that weight onto the now when they see a female, and when they hit that, or they, they see that her confidence and their confidence don't match up, and we're gonna talk about that later. That it kind of wards them off, like, well, shit, like, do you feel like they carrying some kind of struggle from the past and they're holding on to it? Or is it something
I don't
like
think so. Nobody don't want to be with a hoe. I mean, listen, bro, it's like this, man. It's like this. Usually when guys are asking for the whole facts, cat facts, it's usually because he is looking to put the sister in a category. Is she a wifey type or is she just down to fuck? That's it. Okay? And it's based on how many guys she been with. So that's
and them
basically
be the
what it all
main
comes
ones,
down
wives and
to.
hoes.
Yeah, so that's basically what it comes down to. If a man is looking for a wife, he wants to know, especially if he's at a young age. If he's old, I'm not old, so I can't speak from that standpoint. You know what I'm saying? But usually guys, when they're looking for a wife, he want to make sure she didn't have a fucking train rammed on her last week. He wants to make sure when he's walking down the street holding hands with that motherfucker, niggas ain't laughing at him. And if you want to call that ego, you want to call that nigga weak, so be it. Like, so be it. But that's why guys do it. He don't want to be the laughing stock of his community. He don't want to be. No.
I know. I can feel you with that, but I'm not gonna lie, man. It takes some, like, listen, man. It takes some time. It takes some, like, I ain't gonna lie.
Only an old man can deal with that. An old man don't give a shit. They're like, fuck it. Yo, y'all niggas ran the train on her. Fuck it. I got it now. Ha, ha, ha. Who gives a shit? But men who have, you know what I'm saying, men that are young, they want to know. They want to make sure they don't got a hoe in their hands. That's all. It's that simple.
But they still end up with hoes. So their line of questioning
Well,
is
that's
really
because we live.
is a moot point.
That's why we have to find that diamond in the rough. You got to keep looking.
Well,
So and in turn they end up becoming hoes. Like
I'd
that's
be out there in the pig
ridiculous.
pen just
It's ridiculous,
around,
but that's the reason. I'm telling you the reason.
But Bianca, a man and a woman are judged differently in the eyes of society.
I
A
know
man
that.
is a man. So here's the problem that we have right now with that statement alone. When you said, yeah, but they end up becoming hoes in the process of trying to find a good woman. It's okay in the eyes of society for a man to have
I ain't
20 to
That's
motherfucking
very
25
true.
society.
females
That is very
under
true,
his
brother. Because I
belt
have never heard no woman say she's
by the
looking for an
time
inexperienced man.
wait, hold on.
Oh,
It
oh,
ain't even
so
that.
oh wait. So when
Most
you're not a
most
hoe, you're inexperienced. Okay,
I've
go
never
ahead.
heard a woman say she's
Proceed.
looking for a man with a low body count that is inexperienced. I've
no
never heard that
That
before.
a non-hoe
no
that is
I've never
inexperienced.
heard a woman say she's looking for a virgin man. I've never heard
Okay,
that
and
before.
men are looking for inexperienced, or they looking for
Yeah, a
virgin
woman that
hoes,
hasn't been around the block if he's looking for a
but
wife.
they
I know a
want it to
lot of
be a
people
freak in the
are
bed
dating
though.
nowadays. I know everybody's dating now, this
Yeah,
type
yeah,
of
yeah.
shit.
They
So I'm
looking
talking
for
about
virginal
rings and
type
wives. That's what
women,
I'm talking about.
Now,
right?
now,
But
now,
they're looking for
no
virginal type women
no
that
Bianca.
blow
No,
their penises
A woman that
no,
you can
out of the
train,
crown of their
yes. A
head.
woman that you can train, yes.
that's not
Yeah,
even the
that's
case.
insane.
No man,
Well, that's what it
no.
is.
Come on, man. Women,
That's
men are not
you
out
speaking
here.
from your standpoint, brother. You older than me.
Men are not out here. I'm telling you, because if you were looking for a fucking virgin in 2019, you will be fucking hard up. Some old
Well, that's
fat.
why we have this issue now. That
Yeah,
that's what
but
it
you got.
is.
But so this is why you have to have this conversation to understand. If you're
So
looking
men
for a
gotta lower their
virgin in,
standards.
if you're looking for a virgin in 2019, you be hard pressed to find it. Especially one that you want, the one that's attractive, one that you think is attractive, or what
That's true.
society says is
That's
attractive,
true.
or what the black race says is attractive. You ain't gonna get it. You just ain't gonna
Yeah,
find it.
I mean, if
You're
you're
not.
looking for a virgin that you can train, you're gonna end up with a
Mhm.
pet.
You might be
now,
saying I'm looking for one with low miles, but I'm
pause,
looking for
There
pause.
one.
are still virtuous women on the
Now, hang
planet. I
on,
don't give a damn
pause,
what
She
y'all
pause.
gonna end
talking
up with a
about.
pet.
A nigga going
Hold
to
on, hold on,
Pakistan.
y'all. Hold on. Because
Nigga,
just last show on Friday, we had a woman who never been with a man, and
Does
she
she
was
look like Pat?
no, she looked good.
Oh, okay, all
We
right.
had help you right there. We had
You
Wookie
gotta
on there.
believe that shit. How old was this woman?
I think she was no, she was 25.
I know there are
Boy,
still women on the planet that
listen,
keep themselves to themselves and
yeah,
still virtuous. I know they still exist.
there are a
There
They
are.
still
it
exist.
is
But
like there
understand
are
there are women that have had sex that are still virtuous too. So don't get it
right.
twisted.
That's true.
Well, we
How you
have to
have
see the
sex and
ring.
you
We have
still
to see the
virtuous?
rings on the
What
finger.
kind of
That
Bible
proves the
scripture
point.
are you reading from?
The ring's gonna prove
Listen.
the point, not the guys they're currently dating.
I am the one that set the definition of what is virtuous in my life and what is
Oh,
not. Don't get
What?
it
oh,
That's
twisted.
not what King Lamel's mama said in
I ain't got
Proverbs
nothing to do with
31.
that. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
You said virtuous, so we got to go to the book.
Hey,
oh,
you can go to the
shit.
book all
No,
you want to. I'm gonna pull
We
out
got
my
to go
book.
to
You
the
pull
book.
out your book, I'll
you
pull out
gotta go
mine.
to that. You
You
gotta
got to
go to
go
that
to the
book.
book if you're
You
gonna
got
use
to
the
go to
word
your book.
virtuous.
I'm gonna go to my book.
You gotta go to your book. She's exactly right. You gotta go
Yeah,
to
Lord,
your
we
book.
going by we.
that's not a goddamn hoe. That's
Your
what it
book,
say.
your book may not be the one for everybody
Okay. Y'all know it's that time since we don't know what virtuous means. Y'all know what that means. Healthy. What time is it?
Teach a Negro and help a Negro time. That's the time.
You damn right. So I feel
Help a
like this is a good
Negro.
time because we want to. I want to know what
What
does
is a
virtuous mean.
virtuous woman?
I
Where the
want to know
hell
what
she
virtuous
at?
means because everybody got their own word. So you guys, it is about that time, special time on BMT, where we ask a Negro. Join us right now as we go over that. Play that music.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Ask
What
a
did what
Negro.
did I just walk back into?
They want to argue with me about what a virtuous woman is.
Oh
Yeah,
Lord,
because
here
we
you
set the
go.
standard. Because
Here
men
you
set the
go.
standard.
I set
Because
Ask
the
a
men set the
motherfucking
standard.
standard.
Negro.
That's
I
why.
set the standard.
No, you don't set the standard. We
Tuh.
got to ask you to marry us. Are you getting on one knee?
Listen, and I
No.
gotta
Take
say
a look.
yes.
Are you getting on
Take
one
a
knee?
look.
I gotta say
Ask a
yes.
Yeah.
Negro.
You gotta say yes. Yes, you gotta say yes. That's true. But you
All
don't
right.
set the standard of what a virtuous woman is. You
Oh
don't.
yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Read a
Over
book.
here, I
Only
do.
in your world you do.
Exactly. That's all that
Damn.
matters.
Yes,
DJ
that's only
said
in your world.
Bush.
In your world, you set the standard.
Exactly.
But this is a
That's my
man's
point.
world.
Yeah, what the
This
No,
is a
no,
fuck
no,
did
no,
man's
I
no.
world.
miss?
Not on this side of the fence. It's not.
Okay, well, then you go
Maybe over
build the
there.
railroads. You
Over
go
there where
build
it's
your
partly
train
cloudy
stations.
with a
You
chance
go
of
build your
rain.
skyscrapers.
Not over here.
I know. So you must live in nature. You must live in the woods.
I sure do. Like a damn
I
cat.
know. You have to. You have to live in the woods.
Damn, that came out really quick.
You
Virtuous
don't live
woman.
around no masculine structure.
This
It's
escalated quickly.
impossible.
I
No,
mean,
no,
All
no,
right,
no,
you
no,
let's
know,
go
no.
ahead
No.
and pull
This is
that
it
good
up.
is
stuff.
what it
This is
Oh,
good
is.
stuff.
and it's so the
You
Bible.
going to the book for real?
Goddamn, you
Oh
know,
Lord.
I
listen, man.
thought you was going to goddamn
The Urban
Urban
Dictionary.
Dictionary.
And it starts off with who
Yeah,
can
what book you want to
find
read from?
a
The Bible? You
virtuous
want to read
woman.
from?
Lord have mercy.
Yes, let's break
Save the
this
people.
scripture down. Pull
But
that up
why
for
do but
me.
why do most
Because we're
men
gonna
feel
break
that
it
they
down.
deserve a virtuous woman?
Listen, hold on. In the Bible,
Well,
a man will
Mm-mm.
she
conquer
is the standard. She is the standard. The
a
virtuous
man
No,
woman is
no.
the
conquers
standard.
3 bowls of fish, a goat, and a woman.
What is that? Proverbs who?
31.
We know you
31
don't
and
read no
what?
Bible, so we
You know
know.
I don't
31, 10
well
through
actually I know
31?
my Bible, that's why
We gonna
anyway.
quote scriptures, y'all.
Taught
Y'all
by
want
the mother of
listen,
King Lemuel. A
favor,
woman taught this.
favor.
Wasn't a man.
No, man wrote the
Beauty
Bible.
is vain,
A man,
but
a woman taught her son this shit right here. What
a
we about to
woman
read.
that fears the Lord, she shall be praised.
Probably was a single mother.
Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works. Amen.
Who can
What? She
find a
not a
virtuous woman
housewife
capable of
looking
virtues
for a
and
provider?
capable
What?
of beats? Mm.
Listen now.
Huh? Read that
Let's start
again,
this off.
brother.
It says, "Who can find a virtuous and capable wife?
It's
Hold on
She
now.
is
hard.
more. Who
Don't be
can
quoting those
find?
scriptures to me, woman.
Let's start off correctly. Let's put this in context. Who can find a virtuous and capable wife? She
A
is more
black man.
precious
A
than
nigga with a
rubies. Her
I
magnifying
have a
glass.
hands.
question. The King is that from the King James version? Wasn't King James gay though?
Hold on. No, he wasn't gay. Why is everybody gay to you?
Yeah. You sure about that? You might want to look that one up, but that's a
Let
conversation
me
for
go get
another
my
day.
actual. Let me go get my book. You ain't gonna.
It says nothing about whores in here, but it does describe her to a T. However, the question was who can find
A king is for a king.
a male of
So if
virtue? So
that's
your
the case,
question
that
should
means
be
a man is supposed to be a virgin as well.
thank you.
Healthy.
Women ain't looking for virgins. They're looking for a
Well,
nigga that
neither
know what
are
they're
men.
doing in
Well,
bed. We
but
already
why?
established that.
Okay, so it's a double standard then. So that's the
Yeah, it's a
whole that
double standard.
it's the
But
double
women aren't
standard.
looking for virgin men. They're not looking
So why do men want virgins with a whole
because we
skill set?
looking for something sweet and juicy, tight and
Y'all
holy.
want virgins with a whole skill set. How are you supposed to get a whole skill
I
set while
want to
being
teach
married?
her exactly what I need her to do.
Like I said, how do you expect somebody to gargle your balls like peanut butter if she's a virgin?
Jesus, Lord have mercy.
I'm
I
just saying,
had a
y'all want a
flashback.
chick
Gobble the
to
peanut butter.
y'all want a chick to deep throat your cock, but you want a virgin. Come on now. That
I'm
only comes
just
from
saying.
years of experience and practice. I'm gonna be real with you. You want to stick it in all three of my holes, but you want a virgin. Nah,
Oh Lord,
nah, bro.
You
I mean,
know,
hey, you want me to go there? I'll go there.
booty hole? What the fuck?
three-way love head, pussy and butt. God damn.
Shit.
Nah, man. It's only gonna be the pussy.
We reading the Bible right now.
Man,
Y'all did all that to prove a point. That don't make no sense.
like I said,
Right.
y'all want me to swallow your seed, but you want a virgin. Fuck out of here.
All right.
But seeds is
Let's
holy.
go. I
You
don't want to on now.
y'all
Y'all in
motherfuckers
trouble
be
now.
drinking Hennessy and grape soda talking about your seed is fucking get the fuck out of here.
Got my suit on now, Jay. You in trouble now. I got my church suit on now.
Oh no, you didn't. No, you
Got my church suit on now, Jay.
Pastor
No.
Green.
You gonna get saved tonight, baby. You gonna get
Saved by
saved
who?
tonight. I'm saving you and me. Saving you tonight.
Saved by
We gonna.
who?
Well, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna preach that. I'm gonna preach that
No, you
spirit.
didn't. Go put
I'm
on
gonna
the
preach that spirit of
green
lust
suit city.
and unvirtuousness out of you
Good
tonight.
luck with that. Cause you already know listen, I ain't even gonna try to sell you on the fact that I'm a virtuous. This other young lady may, but I ain't even gonna try to sell you and tell you I'm virtuous.
Baptize you before this show over with. We're gonna get you right.
I mean, my whole point was we set our own definitions of what a virtuous woman is in our life.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Am
you
I a
know,
good woman
and
and will
then
I treat you
now what do
right?
I,
Yeah.
as what I consider a virtuous woman, I absolutely am that. And it is what it is.
Oh Lord, Joe.
Say so tonight. In the eyes of the Lord,
Who's
And that wasn't
soul?
even what my
a
point
woman shall
was.
keep her
My point
goddamn
was
legs
there are
closed
some
and
non-virgins
be
that are
saved.
virtuous, is what I said. Because he said that men are looking for virtuous women. Well, there are
Yeah,
women that are not virgins that are virtuous. I don't care what you say.
we gotta see the rings. The
Book of
rings will
David,
prove that.
The rings
thou
have
woman,
nothing to
you
do
are
with
true.
that because
Yes,
that's
it
not
does. The marriage rates
you
will
went to the
prove that.
Bible. You went to the Bible
The
and the
out
word
of
did not say
child
that.
wedlock will prove that.
The word
So,
did not.
oh,
We ain't talking about children
but
out of
I got
wedlock. We talking
married.
about the woman.
But I got married with. I was not a virgin when I got married. So
First Jesus, second Thessalonians. Keep your
Nigga
goddamn
here.
legs closed.
wait. First Jesus. What part of the Bible is that in the Old
First
Testament or the New
Jesus, second
First of
Testament?
all,
Thessalonians. I
put
can't
your
deal.
goddamn mouth.
This
Name.
is the Bible of Hotep
He
Well,
didn't
isn't it?
Jesus.
change this jacket.
Shut
Trying
your
to tell you.
goddamn mouth. I'm saving souls tonight. Y'all gonna shut
Who
y'all mouth.
whose soul are you saving? Not mine. Not mine. I sold my soul. Listen, I sold my soul for a 2-piece and a church's biscuit.
Future Proverbs 101. Thou black woman shall not put thou black man on child support.
You
Mm.
use a lie.
Wow.
Use a lie.
I can't deal.
If thou
25
woman,
cents.
no matter how old you are, save yourself for that of a black man.
I want to say
Thouist.
we ain't reading your comments. You gotta get them super chats up. We not reading your comments. Sorry, not sorry.
They commenting. They talking. We
Oh
got
yeah,
a
there's
lot of
22
y'all, huh?
people. There's 22 people in the chat right
I
now.
don't
We're
say
not
some
reading your
Oh,
souls.
comments.
man.
Bianca, Jay.
Hold on. This non-virtuous woman is telling y'all to run me that money.
Run that money.
Run that money over
Listen,
here.
man, I done saved souls already today, man. I just saved two
Joe
women.
saving souls. He got some back child support he need to pay. He got a couple parking tickets. He
Listen,
got,
I just
he
saved
got
some
some
souls
shit
today,
going
boy.
on.
Listen, man. Q could be one of my deacons. Healthy gonna be one of my goddamn. He gonna be assistant pastor.
So how
Bianca,
come church
Well,
women? So how come
Bianca.
women that be in the church, the virtuous women, be trying to sleep with pastor all the time?
First of all, hold on. Man, y'all gonna play me with that damn
thank
bullshit.
God for polygamy.
Y'all gonna play me with that bullshit. Hang on. I am allowed to have as many goddamn women as the Lord said I'm allowed to have. Yeah, miss me with that bullshit.
I ain't got time.
He said,
I ain't got time.
Hold that
I'm
L.
allowed to have.
Hold that L, heathen.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I ain't
Bianca,
got time.
Bianca quiet, but she getting moved by the spirit. So
Like who?
Oh,
Bianca,
I'm sorry. No, I'm good. I'm actually over here eating. So,
yeah, you better be eating the word of God that I've been throwing on you.
oh, you know what?
What if she was gargling balls? Then what?
Right, like a
Oh
virtuous
my.
woman.
It better
You
be
got it.
that of
Because
a man.
That's what good women do.
Yeah,
Well, what women
Lord have mercy.
they juggle balls and jobs.
Oh
Mm,
my. Oh
mm.
my.
That's
I
what
know.
they just
So that
described
you
in
know,
those scriptures. In Proverbs 31, it says a virtuous woman can juggle your balls and your job. And you better motherfucking recognize because your other hoe can't do that shit. And a wise man would
Oh
know better
shit!
than to try her because she will make you embarrassed out here in these streets if you play with her like that. The
Lord have
end.
mercy.
I didn't see that in my book.
Well, it's 31, 30.
You ripped out that page. That's why.
You see that shit in my
I'm
book.
telling you, it's right here. I'm
It's
looking at it.
Statulosians.
Not the book.
Chapter 3, verse 20, verse 69.
Let me find that. In my,
Chapter 3, verse 4. Oh 04.
see that in my,
Yeah.
can't see that shit.
So yeah, no. You wanted to get off into this virtuous shit. You the one that used the word virtuous. Y'all pulling out the Bible and
I got
whatnot.
something for you.
So I have a question, Joe.
Thou
Now,
shalt
I may
pay
have.
for my Jordans and half my goddamn rent. Thus
Oh
saith the
Lord.
Lord.
So I have a question,
You've been saved.
or more of a comment, because, like I said, I see a lot of men in the chat kind of going off about this.
Oh God,
Why
have
do you
mercy.
feel? Why I know, right? Why do Why do people feel like they need a? Why do they people feel like they need a quote unquote virtuous woman or a
Because I
woman?
want to be
Is
respected
it
in the gates of the city.
A
is it
virtuous woman ain't
because
gonna respect you.
is it
I want
because
to
your
be
dick is
no
trash?
by my brothers, by my
Wait,
comrades, by my
wait, wait.
homies,
It sound like
Is
y'all.
my
it because
businessmen.
wait.
Like
Is it
y'all.
because your dick is trash and is it because a more experienced
What
woman?
they got to do with my
Okay.
dick?
No, let me finish. Hold
What's
on, let me
trash
finish.
can?
Let me finish. Is it because your dick is trash and a more experienced woman would be able to recognize that quicker versus a woman
Well,
that
I don't
has
want
not
to
had
fall
a lot
into
of
the pussy.
experience? You're not gonna fall
No.
into the women spit
I
out
will
baby hair.
fall into
My
the
nigga,
pussy if her shit
my nigga,
stretched out like a
my
goddamn.
nigga. Have you ever
That's not
seen
how
a
coochies work.
childbirth?
Oh Lord.
Have you ever seen a baby?
Yeah, they come out
No,
that card.
that's not how it works. That's
Yeah.
not how it works.
So
That's
you
Stop
how
looking
telling
up
me the
these niggas
pussy
on
don't
YouTube.
stretch? Is this some
chicks
new
No,
with
shit
10
they teaching in
kids got
feminism
10
class?
kids for a
a chick
reason.
with 10 kids still got a tight pussy.
Lord have mercy. That's why they still think they sexy
Q,
out here.
Q
That's
Chaos Q. What do y'all answer this thing?
Jesus. Save
I'm
them,
hearing,
Lord.
I'm hearing these women saying,
That's why
no
they still at the club
matter how
acting
many
like this.
men that they have, they still jerk pussy down. Is this true? You started this.
Save
Q.
them.
You started this.
Oh, what happened? You
You
asked me
started
what?
Hotel,
this.
Jesus, please help us.
No matter how many men that these women get, they still virtuous.
Somebody gonna help me and all my kids.
Uh, okay, so under the guidelines of what one may think is virtuous, right?
Hmm.
It depends on how you look at it. It depends on how the women, for example, look at it. She might have had maybe 10, 15, or 20 men over the course of her lifetime, and because of her moral values, she may still believe that she's virtuous.
We
Some
ain't got no
men,
morals over
like
here.
some men, I got you, sister. Some men may look at a porn star and say, okay, she's still a virtuous person. It depends on your moral outlook and your moral compass.
She never took it in the ass. She has to be a virtuous
Oh
woman.
yeah,
Oh my.
Do
but
you
Yeah,
know
no
that
booty,
there's
no
a
booty
lot? Do you
sex.
know that there are a lot of girls who only practice anal sex so they can remain virgins until married,
And
Or they
that's a
only suck
murder.
penis.
or they only suck dick so they can? Yes, look it up. It's a fact.
It's the
Yeah,
truth.
they're out there, and I don't want to deal with no girl that
And
just
they go
wants
to
straight
church and they
booty
sit in
sex.
the front row
Yep,
Mm-mm.
they sure do. That's your virtuous woman for you.
in
They
all
think
Mm-mm.
white,
that
I ain't
asshole
changing no
like
diapers.
and they
I'm
got the
good.
stretch
yeah.
marks
They
around their mouth.
hold on. They can't even hold their shit in. You want to talk about things being stretched out? They can't even hold their doodle in.
I
They
ain't
can't even
changing no
hold their tongue
diapers,
in their
young
mouth.
girl.
Rebuke all y'all spirits right
Really, Joe?
now. Rebuke every
They the
spirit.
ones that always be like, "Wow."
Why they always why them same girls be in church every Sunday sucking dick in the back of the church?
Rebuke
I
every
can't
spirit.
do.
but see,
Every
so
whole
but
spirit that's
One
all.
of the first times I ever got fingered by a dude was in church.
Oh my
Ooh,
God. Oh
no,
Whoa,
God.
that's next
oh
level. I ain't
God,
never did
crazy.
that.
And
Now,
after that,
Lord,
BMT is not going to commercial break. Thank you.
where is my
But
church fan? Woo.
What
Oh
y'all want to talk
God,
about
Jesus
church?
was good to
we're
Virtuous
me.
going to
women.
commercial break. Let's take a commercial. I need a
Tell them
commercial.
to take the collection.
I need a commercial break.
Oh,
Let's
gather
I
talk
need a
around.
about
break.
right, right. Y'all want a good church woman.
yeah,
hmm
but yeah,
They be right there in the back of
Oh,
pastor's office, waiting their turn, waiting in line. hmm
yeah, but see, we men have been quick.
Joe, turn that down so you can talk.
Yes,
Joe,
Amen.
where he go? He just played the music. Can't nobody even talk over it.
Sing great
oh my goodness.
Go ahead,
Oh my
Chaos.
God.
the one that saved.
Chaos, you still
yeah,
there?
yes, I'm here.
Okay, what were you saying?
Damn, I lost my train. I
And
was,
we're
He was playing that music so loud. I know
no,
you
no, it was
couldn't.
out of music. I was saying some things, man. I was saying, in
I needed a
regards
commercial break after hearing that.
to these
I need a break.
virgin women. And you drinking some red wine right now. You drinking where's the chip for the bread?
I need a drink after hearing that.
Wine? The
No,
wafers
But
and the
see,
wine?
so
no, he needs a bread.
here is
You don't went and took up communion on this show?
Hmm.
What? Lord help us,
He
Lord.
called us down to the altar.
All of us. We done got kicked out of Sunday school.
I
I'm
would have.
done, man. I'm done.
I'm better off burning down my church and having y'all heathens in there. I'll bet I'll murder it collectively.
I'm a Sunday school
You
dropout,
better took
baby.
up communion.
This is
But
what I deal
so,
with.
Listen to
This is what I
but
deal
remembrance.
with
so,
on BMT now. This is what I'm down.
but so here's the
No,
problem.
all joking aside, though, since we're talking on the subject of church girls, all joking aside, like I said, I grew up in a church, and that's part of the reason why I'm agnostic now. But a lot of the girls that I went to church with, they were the biggest hoes, like in
Mm-hmm.
school. Like I'm just saying. So it's like that's why I'm basically saying
You
it's
better be with a
bullshit.
real woman and stop looking for these cookie cutter goof troops. That's how you end up getting
Bianca,
bamboozled.
stop it! Stop it!
You
Do
better
the most.
get you an honest woman.
Yo, Q, how you gonna let them talk about the church like that?
Cause
I'm just saying, in my experience,
The church,
Okay,
to church
okay, B
girls
Hodges.
and pastors are the hoes and sluts.
Oh,
I
oh,
didn't say. Oh,
okay.
listen, do I have to put my disclaimer? Red
I
pill
didn't
man
say
ain't
all.
here.
I just said
I was
I
gonna say Red pill man ain't here. I don't have to say not all.
Bring likewise on. Likewise, pull up.
Oh Lord Jesus, he's just gonna
Oh,
scream for 20 minutes if you do that. Like
okay, so B
he.
Hodges, I heard you. I heard you say something. I heard you say, "Get
Okay,
you a
I
honest."
could barely hear you.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now, baby?
get
Can
him,
you hear me
Q.
now?
I can hear you.
Barely. But anyway, go
All right.
ahead.
All right. What about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. I heard B Hodges say something about get you an honest woman. Now I will tell you, and this is just my humble opinion based off my own assessment, right? Uh, Women are hard pressed to tell the truth about simple shit like how much they weigh
Take your
or
time,
their
brother. Take your
age.
time.
Or so when you say get you an honest woman, yeah, that's why the saying came up. A lady never tells her age. A lady will never kiss and tell. A lady would never tell her weight. You don't ask a woman her weight. So when you
Let
talk
the
about
Lord
being
use you,
honest,
brother.
are you talking about
Let's
being
not
holistically
confuse
honest?
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
etiquette and morality. Let's not confuse the two.
What I didn't. I'm talking
A
about being
liar
honest.
is a
And
liar.
if a brother, if that's why men typically stray away from asking women in general, not just black women and black men and black women. We're talking about in general. Women will lie about their age quick. They'll lie about. They always have done that. All females have always
Goddamn
told that
Jezebel.
they wanted when they like a lot of women that I knew, a lot of girls when I was growing up, and they wanted to date older guys. They would add 2 to 3 years on. I knew a girl that was 16. I knew plenty of them that would be 16. They would tell motherfuckers they were 18 and 19 because they wanted to date college boys. They wanted to date older men. So they would lie. Not to say that
Lead a
men
man to
doesn't,
his
but I just
destruction.
heard you. I just heard you, and I wanted to pick that up and see
Hmm.
where you ladies stood with that and why.
But that goes back to my original point. So if a woman will lie about her age, why won't she lie about the bodies? While he
Exactly.
out here asking how
Oh,
many, this is why we
okay.
ask. No, you asking
Right.
because you
So
goofy. Because they not gonna tell the
I
truth
would tell you.
regardless.
Mm.
Right.
So
So
just
I
treat
would
them
tell
all
you
like
this.
hoes until we see a change, guys.
Right. So
No, no,
I would tell you.
no.
I
Get
would
off
tell
your
you this.
soapbox.
Pretty
Right.
much.
And
I
that
agree
is
with
the
you.
whole point. Get off their soapbox.
I
Like, just
Treat
be
them
real
I
with
all
it.
would
like
tell you. I
hoes
would tell
until
you.
you see a
I
change.
would.
Bianca gonna lead y'all
I
to
would
damn
tell you
nation.
this. Women generally
But they gonna
will.
lie to you
What
anyway.
you say?
Women.
Hold on.
Women.
What the fuck did you just
Bianca
say?
gonna lead y'all to damn nation. Y'all
Women.
gonna get y'all some whole Cardi B. You say, well,
Look. I thought you said
I
you
can,
wanted me to read the
my dick can
benediction.
scrub you clean. My dick can scrub you clean.
Right. Here's the truth of the matter. Women. There are studies that have shown. They took polls and studies and been taking polls and studies on this about women and their sexuality and men
They
and
took
theirs.
hoes and studied what?
Women, I said they have been taking studies on this subject of women and their sexuality and men and their sexuality, right? What happens is when the body count comes, women generally will subtract their body count by half. If it's 10,
Jesus.
she'll say 5. Men, on the other hand, will increase their body count by half. If they've only had 5 women, they'll say especially when they're talking to men. Man, you ain't getting no pussy. How many? Well, man, I done fucked plenty of hoes. How many? Instead of saying, well, I had 5, niggas will say, I had 15 bitches, 20 bitches. I done fucked about 20 hoes.
30 hoes. Women do just the opposite. If it's 30, they'll say 15 or 10. They're quick to subtract
Jesus.
by half, then add by half.
So you
Those are
say men? So
facts.
you say men are honest, or they blow up their account versus women?
Men. No, you didn't hear what I said.
Okay,
They
my bad.
embellish. Men embellish their count when they talk about their sexual conquest. If they've only had 5 women, they will quickly tell you that I've had 10 or 15 women. All boys did that shit when they were in high school. If you were a red-blooded African American male, you did it. You talk to your boys in the locker room and shit, and be like, "Oh man, you fucking yeah, man. Man, she ain't the first woman I done fucked," knowing that that's the first motherfucker that you even got close to fucking.
I must
Women,
have
on
licked
the
the
other
pussy for
hand,
like 45 minutes, man. I don't know how long I was.
Wow.
I just lost consciousness. But that was. Go ahead.
But that's what
well,
I'm
you go.
saying. At what okay, so I guess my question, namely for you, Healthy.
Oh Lord.
Um,
Oh Lord.
well, no, you know what? I can't even ask you that because you got some whole other shit going on. But just in general, I guess my question is like, is that something? I mean, what do you do? Like, hey, what do you do for work? How old are you? How many kids do you have? How many men have you fucked? Like, at what point does that even come up in conversation? You know what
It's
I'm
because
saying?
I'm coming at you as I'm looking. I see you as a possible wifey type, so I'm gonna ask.
But that's why I said I shouldn't really ask you because you marry every chick you sleep with. So I can't
Yes,
really
that's
ask
how
you.
it's supposed to be.
You setting yourself up.
Right. So I can't even
That's
ask you
called the
chaos.
holy way of dating.
Amen.
Only jump in it if you own it. That's how it works.
Healthy. I would tell you that you are setting yourself up for failure if that is your.
What?
If you're
Oh, they
setting
gave
What?
you healthy.
Failure well. Where's the
you are
failure?
setting you if you slide through, I don't know how old you are, but if you are looking for a relationship and a woman who is truly interested in you, she ain't gonna tell you the truth about how many men she's been with. If you
So I
ask her
should
that
treat
question,
them
you
all
lost
like
your
hoes
goddamn mind.
because they're gonna lie anyway, right?
Well, then you stand. Some may not. That's hard to judge. But then you start to
There
If you
stand
want to be
has
the
to be
loneliest
some
man in the
honest
world,
women on the planet. There has to be some honest women on the planet.
Oh, I'm honest, but you just
World is an
not gonna like
ego,
my
isn't it?
honesty. No, 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 no. There's a difference.
Okay.
Your ego can't handle my honesty.
see.
What?
My
Not
ego is
you.
all
Hold
I
on, not
have.
you personally,
Packaroni
Mario.
Tony.
Well,
But
Now,
you
yeah,
know me,
it is
Jay.
what it is.
We two
Ego
doggone.
is all I have. My ego is all I have.
You-
but
That's
I'm
all I
saying
have.
a lot of men's, and I don't mean
My
you
ego
specifically,
built this
Mario,
world for you.
but I'm saying your men's
That's not
egos
true.
can't handle
That
my
is
honesty.
very true.
Hey,
Men's egos, men's
that.
egos are a lot of are very
Very true.
fragile.
They
Men's
did it for
egos,
their
and
Hey,
ladies.
hold
let
on,
me
let me put the
Male
asterisk.
adequacy. Come on.
Let me put the asterisk. Not all men, but men's egos are very fragile. So this is why women have to lie to you to protect your fragile little egos.
Hmm. God,
Because
I don't.
if you feel that
I would
a
say
woman,
you a
and
goddamn serpent.
if you feel that a woman has slept more, whatever the number is that you created in your mind, that if that woman has slept with more than that amount of men, then it's like, oh, in y'all little heads, y'all sitting there like, oh, well, damn, how she suck this nigga dick? Damn, did she back it up on him like this? Did he do this to her?
Oh,
Did
she
he
don't
do that?
burn
Because
me.
y'all, man, y'all start running through that and y'all can't, y'all mind can't handle that. That's why women lie.
Well,
The
that's
same thing
because
about
it's
the weight.
normal. That's because it's normal for a man to have
If
those.
I told you how much I weighed, you probably wouldn't believe me. So I'm just saying again. So
You
we lie about it,
you weigh 200 pounds?
Now,
huh?
see now, sister, I have to tell you,
You
sister,
200 pounds?
Oh,
some of
Q,
that.
Q
Doesn't
talking.
matter.
Q
200
talking.
pounds?
Q
You
talking.
Doesn't
200
matter. I
pounds?
weigh more. Yes, I'm more than that. So, but that's what I'm saying. It's irrelevant. But I also work out a lot.
But I have to
What you
tell
were
you,
saying, Q, it's
I
hard to
said
hear you,
200
bro, because
pounds.
you low, bro.
I didn't say you weigh.
Yes, I'm
I
more than
said you're
200.
around. Are you 200 pounds?
I'm more than. I'm a lot more than 200 pounds.
You don't
can
look
you hear
like
me
you over
now?
200
You don't look
pounds.
like you over 200 pounds.
That's
Okay.
why
I'm,
women
I'm,
lie.
Can you hear?
I'm gonna say
Okay.
that
Yeah,
for the
All right.
record.
Let's see.
that's
All
why
right.
women
Let's move
lie.
on. Moving on.
Yeah,
Oh,
Moving on.
but
shit.
I'm just saying.
Y'all women good at hiding y'all weight then. Damn.
Well, if you stand up, I
Goddamn
gotta say stand up.
devils.
If you look,
Y'all could be.
if
Bianca,
it,
how
if
tall are
it
you?
matches the
Bianca,
body.
how tall are
I'm
you?
5'9".
Fine ass nigga. I've seen you. I've seen your pictures. I look like
I
Hey,
mean,
listen, man.
I'm
Can
down
y'all
70
Okay. Are you
pounds. I
curvy?
used to be 225. I'm actually 155 now.
can y'all hear me now?
Oh,
We hear you,
okay.
bro. But you low, bro. You low.
You know, Blanky. Hello. Actually, I was
Go ahead, Chaos. You
asking
ain't talking a
that
while. You
question
ain't
to
talking a while.
Bianca. But if you're 5'9", good.
Go ahead, Chaos.
That's if you're 5'9", you
Chaos, you breaking up.
like,
You boring.
5'9" and close to 20, I don't think it would look bad on you, Bianca. But like, if you 150 and you 5'9", that's even perfect. You're good.
I
But
mean,
that's what
I,
we're
I
saying.
ride
But
the
that's my
petite, but
whole
see,
point.
that's the whole rub. I was perfect
Yeah,
at
I was asking
225.
the lady with the G&B.
Yeah.
Is my phone working?
But that's the
I
whole
barely
point.
hear.
That's the whole point I'm making. Is like in your
At
mind,
225?
you might
Really?
have a number. I'm more than that. But you have in your minds a number what you think.
You must be
It's
bottom heavy.
perfect. Right.
I'm
Yeah, you
top
don't look
heavy.
like that kind of weight. You look smaller than that. I don't
You
want to see.
must be a pair BBW. That's what
That's
it
I
I
is.
want
am
to
not.
see you. Dad, you
I
don't
am
look.
not.
Dad,
I
I
am
see
not.
you. You very short. Ain't no way you can
but
weigh that much.
I'm.
Come on, nigga.
that's
Yeah, I
not
do.
true though.
Dad, I can lift you up with like I can lift you up with my goddamn hand, man. Like the fuck. I guess I'm.
Gina
Oh,
B?
see,
How tall are you, Gina B?
I'm
Dad,
five
I told you
five.
about showing your body.
I'm
Five
five
what?
Hello.
five.
You're 5'5"?
5'5". I'm short. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, well,
She's
that's
short, y'all. She only come up to my. She only come up to my stomach. She ain't
See,
that.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If I told you how much I
Now
I
weigh,
you
know,
you
standing
my
would
up?
be
Are you
like,
brother.
standing up or sitting down?
I know,
I'm standing
man.
up.
That's
All
just
right.
standing up.
I'm standing up, but I also have muscle too. I have muscle tone. I be doing them squats.
You trying to get a butt?
All right now.
I'm trying it. I'll try it.
You trying to?
Bianca, you're good, Bianca. You're
Y'all
good.
get like 5'6" or some shit.
No,
No, Bianca,
Bianca's
I believe
5'9".
Bianca's around tall.
Don't you ever think you taller
Tall,
than me? I don't.
above
But I'm
tall.
just saying, I'm just only making a point that, I've seen posts from men where they'll be like, oh, well, she has to be under a certain weight. But y'all don't even know what under
I don't
a
go
certain
by
weight
those
even looks
standards.
like.
I go by
So,
what I
so
like.
hold on. So
I don't go
let's
by
ask
what
the question.
everybody
So
else like.
hang on. Because healthy and Jay were having a class, and I noticed that. So are y'all saying that men's egos are very fragile, especially in 2019, or are they
Oh,
more cold?
especially in 2019. Hell yeah.
So I
We are
got.
dealing with the effeminate male.
So a lot of these
Oh,
men
Lord.
on
Yes.
social media and all this shit, they're like the
Yes.
Aisha Curry. Hey, y'all mute yourself, man. Y'all sound like y'all
Well,
going through vacuum cleaners and
Oh,
shit.
and by the way, Star Platinum, I'm good over here, bruh. It don't matter. We all
Hold on,
good.
what that
It
nigga
ain't no
said?
need.
Hold
It ain't
on.
no need to throw fucking shots at me
What
because
you
we all
said,
good over here, bruh.
homeboy? What he said? Motherfucker.
Now, listen. So let me get back to it. But we got random woman. So you got to remember, y'all. We got to shorten it up to 2 minutes now. Y'all
Oh,
niggas.
Why you bring her on? Now that means I gotta behave myself. Damn.
Random woman. I had to
You
break
must
the
love
order.
yourself. The rain woman's here.
I had to
She
break the
brings
I
order.
know now I gotta
laughter,
come
behave
on,
myself.
energy,
man.
and
Y'all, you
truthfulness.
know what?
So,
Hey,
so
so listen. Hey,
you got
check
two
me
minutes
out,
now.
man.
Go ahead, Q.
Hey, okay, so check me out. I get it. Some men do have fragile egos, right?
Mhm.
But you can't get any more fragile of an ego than what women have, because women are the one who constantly seek validation. If your woman changes her hair once or twice and you don't notice it, it's an issue. If she
Well, if you're
changes
if
up,
you're her man, you
hold
should
hold
notice it.
Man, I got
hold
shit
on,
to do.
and and it,
Fuck on your goddamn hell. You better twist that shit up and lock it up. I'm sorry, brother. Go
Go
ahead, bro.
ahead.
I think that women's ego are way more fragile than what men's egos are. We're not built like that. A woman's ego is fragile because she's constantly worried about her weight. She's constantly worried about, is my body size right? Is my hair together? Is my makeup right? All of this bullshit.
I think it's a crazy talking point that they come out with, making it seem like ego is such a bad thing. I never understood that talking point when a lot of women say that.
Right,
I
because a lot the go to for most African American women is what when they get into it with their men, they go, what's the first thing that a African American sister will say to a black man?
Get out my house.
You got
Nope,
booty?
nope,
Fuck you, nigga.
nope.
Damn.
That's why your
say
dick
that.
smile.
Shit on me.
Yep, that's
That's
it
why
right
you
there.
hold
That's
on. That's why you owe
sir,
baby. That's why you owe
I
baby
said
child
I don't
support.
give a
I don't
flying
know.
sir,
fuck.
sir,
I
hold
still
on,
See, I
got
don't
the
hold
give a
on.
That's
damn. You
why.
just
dick.
drunk all
That's
the nut
why.
out of it last
But
night.
but
So
but hold
That's
on,
why your
but
Exactly.
balls
but
hanging
It's
down
but
to your
small
side.
because you sucked all the nut
but
out of
see,
it.
we
hold on,
your
man.
you're running away with it, and you got to look at what's being said. That's the number one surveyed answer on the fucking test. As soon as
Damn.
there's an argument, they are quick to go to the lowest blow, and
I've
then the
never
number.
done that
I'm just maybe you never had a
because
cause
I
to.
would be lying to.
Yeah, I've never
Right.
I've
done
never
that
done
either.
that.
I've
See
never
what
done
I'm
that
saying?
either.
See, but what
They
I'm
know when
what
they dealing with real niggas.
that's just like for men. What it
That goddamn jacket. I'm sorry.
Say your ass out
uh,
there, Bill Jacket. Go
what
ahead.
is the number one surveyed answer for men? How they attack women?
That's why you fat.
Fat bitch,
No. Niggas
fat
like
black,
fat girls. Come
fat
on now.
black bitch, fat black nappy headed bitch.
God
That's what
damn.
they say all that. Who
Sounds
say
so
all that?
weak.
Yes,
You fat
absolutely.
bitch.
Yeah.
Joe,
You
a dude
fat
in the comments
bitch.
just called me a fat. What
Oh,
you
okay.
mean?
All right, I
And
guess
I
we
don't
all
even
say that.
know him.
My bad.
I thought
Somebody
we
Shit.
liked big
anonymous.
girls, black man. What's going on, black
Listen,
man? I thought we
Oh,
liked
well,
big girls.
I
especially
thought we
down
like girls
here.
that are fat.
Come on, we like
Especially
Oh,
down
let me
real
here.
get in these
women.
comments. It's
We're
time for me to
not
get the roasting.
Europeans. We don't live off European standards, guys. We're
See,
black
y'all doing
men.
too
I thought we
much.
like our women fat and
If
thick.
she make you
Down
hard,
here.
that's what you like, nigga.
Not these
Y'all
So
like
now
colonized
we don't like
dudes.
our women fat.
no, I'm not a
Y'all
muffin
don't like
man.
the muffin
I
top? The
no
fupa? Y'all don't like that shit?
Y'all like them
no.
skinny ass damn twigs and shit.
Y'all
This be
like
y'all
them
women.
boy
This be y'all women
bodies.
right here.
They like the boy bodies. The hell wrong with y'all niggas?
No wonder why
You
you're so
want her to
ugly.
have abs
I
like you,
wouldn't mind.
nigga?
I
What the
love the
fuck?
hourglass shape. You know, so you take my hand and go like this.
I want a
I
woman.
can't see what your hand is doing, but I think I see what you're doing.
I want a
I swear.
woman,
Listen,
and you
I ain't
better
got no
not
ass,
shave
so
it.
you
And you
can't do
better
all of
not
that on
shave
me.
it.
That's what
Oh,
Every,
that's
every
a turn on.
coochie.
her
Okay.
ass sound like this book dropping.
God,
Oh,
Oh
she
you
fine.
wow.
She
can't.
fine. Looking like your little brother.
Listen.
Talking about she fine. She look like your little brother. The hell going on now?
But you know what? Some men I feel that like real skinny women, they probably are low key pedophiles. But that's a conversation for another day.
Oh
Actually,
shit.
Oh
an older
shit.
black dude told me
Uh-oh,
that.
that's a topic. That's a topic right there.
Yeah, older black man told me that years ago. He said that men that like smaller, petite women like little girls, like kids. He told me
Hmm.
that years ago. He said
And
grown
that's why.
men like
Hmm.
hairy coochies, thick women. He ran it down, but yeah, and he
How
actually had a
how
perm.
old
And you know, it's funny you mentioned that,
how
Bianca.
old was this
Oh,
nigga?
I
How
like women
old?
with
He
hairy
was
coochie.
definitely
Wait,
in
y'all
his mid
older,
to late
older
50s.
niggas be liking them damn y'all little
Okay,
teeny poppers.
I
wait a
like
minute,
it
man.
hairy. Don't you shave it.
Hold on. You
I
said
do R. Kelly. And
how
that's why
long
R.
ago?
Kelly was getting away with so much.
How long
He
ago was this?
This was about 10 years ago.
Okay, so he was in his mid to late 50s 10 years ago. You know
Mm-hmm.
what it was?
Q,
The
how are
reason
you
why he
doing
told
niggas ages and you ain't never meet these niggas?
because
That boy, he
she
got the
just laid
data,
it out
man.
there.
I
She
just
just
told
laid
him.
it out there. So
Damn.
now he was in his mid to late 50s. That means that he had ran his course and he had ran out. So that was where he was in his life. He was looking, he was more attracted to heavier set women because he understood the game. Understanding the game. Not all, and I will clarify this, not all, but some. Most heavy set women, when a man that they deem as middle to top shelf guy comes their way, they're easy to manipulate. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry, but that's just what it is.
There is some truth to that.
You can
Well, I
when I
mean,
was in when I was in college,
I've
for
seen a lot of
example.
big girls get their heart broken like
Well,
that.
hold on, and I'll give you a personal, once again, holistic story. When I was in college, for example, pledging to my fraternity, playing basketball for the university, very popular guy. I was funny.
Okay.
A lot of girls liked me or whatever. And I knew that the big girls always had food. I
oh
knew
my
this.
God.
It's true. They could cook. It's true.
So the
I
skinny
dated.
bitches know what shit.
I dated. And I'll tell you some real shit. I dated she was a what you call. Remember the chick from I Like the Way You Move. Remember that big body girl that was in that video with that song.
Them
I
are the
Like the
one
Way
you
You
big
Move.
freak. Yeah.
I Like the Way You Move by what's the group that brought
Outcast.
that song out?
I just
Right,
told you
Outcast.
Outcast.
Remember that big? I dated a girl
Yeah.
that was a big body like that. She was a 200 pounder, but she was she had all the right pounds in all the right places. Right. A lot of guys didn't go for her
I
because
think
they
it's
thought
Kai
she was too
Toy.
big. Kai Toy, exactly. Right.
Oh
So
shit, I remember that chick then.
I found her attractive. Because she was big like that, big hip, big curvy, big thighs, big butt,
Brick
legs,
house.
big breasts, just a brick shit house. You hear me?
Yeah.
So a
And she
lot of
probably
guys,
weighed more than 200 pounds
And she
because if
probably wasn't
somebody,
no virtuous
Yeah,
woman.
but the difference,
yeah,
she's
Oh my
shaped very
God,
nicely.
Bianca, get away from that.
But
well,
she
what
keep her body in shape.
right,
Mm.
Different.
because she ran track for the university. So we ended up dating, right? And a lot of guys were like, man, she too big for me, man. That's a lot of woman right there. Well, I was like, shit, y'all
All right,
just
10
don't know.
seconds, Q. We got to
All
pass it.
right. Y'all just don't know. So anyway, yes, it is. That fact is out there. Once a man gets older and he's looking at younger women, they typically go for the younger, more healthier women.
Okay.
But
Now,
healthy to me is thick.
let's go on to, we have Rain Woman. Hey, Rain.
okay, everybody got to behave now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have like it. We might have to one day bring Granddaddy back on here. You know how that comes.
Daddy.
Granddaddy,
Oh,
he come on here, and Jay gotta behave. He come on here.
That's I just put the phone down. But anyway, go ahead.
So, Reigning Woman. Now, Granddaddy's not here. So, now the thing about it is, don't worry. If y'all been on the show long enough, we all know who Granddaddy is. He's just not here. Trust me, Bianca wouldn't be able to cut up the way she do if Granddaddy was on here. She could get her in line too.
I'm not cutting up.
Well, don't worry, Granddaddy will make sure you don't. But we'll get him on here later.
Actually, y'all just go ahead, because I'm actually just falling back, listening in, and
Okay,
just...
that's fine.
Are you cleaning? You better not still be cleaning your refrigerator, ma'am.
She always got damn.
No, I'm not. I'm actually straightening up other areas of my house and making room for my father to come stay with me for a little while.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
See, she's a virtuous woman, Bianca.
You know what, Joe?
That's a virtuous woman.
But okay, so here we go for the sake of argument. She's just said, but so here we go for the sake of argument. Who's to say that said virtuous woman, would accept said dudes in the chat that are wanting virtuous women for the sake of argument?
I'm tired of y'all.
That's the thing, because men are, if we're looking for a traditionalist, if we're going to talk about traditionalists for all intents and purposes, can you still build house? Well, not you, Joe, but can you still build houses with your hands? Not you, healthy.
I guess I'm about to. Can't use me in this equation.
But let's be real. The majority of men, can they? They want a virtuous woman. They want a woman to bow down to them when they come home and cook and clean and do all of this stuff. But can you still build a house with your hands? Are you going out to mow the lawn every Saturday, or are you hiring somebody for that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm not gonna do it.
So let's ask this. Let me say this, because
I will bring you drinks,
mm-hmm.
and I will see how I can assist. But do not look for me to do no. I'm just not.
I got a belly rub.
I have to hire.
I was laying down and I got a belly rub. So I thought that was pretty nice. When my stomach was, it didn't feel too well. Now I got a question. I see a lot of men. They ask for the model woman that they want, but their glass is empty on experience when it comes to. Now, the thing about it is, you'll hear them say, I'm a good dude, right? But they don't have no experience of job, skills, assets, or anything under their belt. Do they deserve that model woman?
Well, I would say no. You should have all that in order before you go looking for a wife. So
Back in the day, most men had a house, not an apartment, not a live in your grandma's basement. They already had a house set up for her.
You're gonna have something for her to. Yeah, that comes with asking her to be your wife. You already gotta have something.
So you expecting this, and now also, since we talking about traditions and you want to be all traditionalist and shit, are you making enough money where she could stay home?
Well, the virtuous women don't want to stay home. That's
well, wait,
not by definition. That's not what she do.
We
Going
changing
on
it
right
up.
now, they
Virtuous
are
women don't
involved
stay
in
home.
working the job.
That's why you got to read the passage.
So wait, let me get this
That's
straight.
why I don't
So
have
you
nothing to
want
do
me?
with being a hoe, because that ain't even in there either.
So wait, let me get this straight. You want me to work at 8 to 5, cook and clean for your shitty drawers,
We'll find another
and
wife.
gargle your balls?
We'll find another wife. We'll find another wife to do the cooking and cleaning. Don't worry about that, baby. Just
Oh my
go to work.
God. So a maid.
If that's her skill set, if your skill set is licking balls and her skill set is cleaning toilets, we can all make it work, goddamn.
Connected.
Let's build the kingdom for Hotel Jesus.
I will read the scripture and clarify. I will preach to y'all the gospel.
Man, right here. I hear that conversation come up a lot, right? Well, we'll ask, what are
And
you doing? Are you
second,
making it possible?
Jeremiah, P.I. Pimping Game 01. What one woman won't do, the next bitch will do.
And what one man won't do, the next nigga would do. So, you know.
What do you mean?
Eat the booty like groceries.
Exactly. You don't eat the apple.
Nasty,
You
Diablo.
definitely eat the booty.
Nasty.
On the side picking game?
I can't hear you.
So you saying, oh, you talk something. Y'all be going through back.
That's Q. I don't know what's going on with his
That
phone.
ain't
That's
me.
him.
That ain't me. Y'all hear this?
That's Q. It's Q. Yeah.
God is behind me. Now listen. So y'all saying that y'all women, that when y'all men don't clap up and do what the fuck you supposed to do, y'all already have a nigga already on speed dial.
Now, when you say clap up and do what he's supposed to do, like in what terms of the word?
Please you mentally, physically, spiritually. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Oh, so you mean like Friday night came and I ain't getting no dick? I'm going to the next dude. Is that what you're saying? Or
But also Monday came and the bills didn't get paid. Monday came, bills didn't get paid. Tuesday came.
I mean, I'm at least give him like 3 days.
3 days. Shit.
I'm fucking with you.
Man, 3 days.
3 to 5 days. 3 to 5 business days.
Business day.
To get it together. You better.
Bianca, do you agree with this kind of logic? If a man ain't,
I mean, the rent man can't wait. The more you think the mortgage company want to hear that, we love don't pay the bills, bruh.
Hold on.
I might have to get out and talk.
I want to ask y'all women right now.
Uh-oh.
Aisha Curry.
Oh God.
Aisha Curry's chapter.
Uh-oh.
Second verse.
But the bills is being paid in the Curry household.
Keep a nigga on the side if that nigga ain't willing to ride. So, I want to know right now from all of y'all, from you right now. Y'all be honest now. Do y'all women be low-key having another man on the side and that man ain't stepping up?
Okay, you gotta mute. I don't know what is going on with Q's phone over there.
Yeah, your phone boring, man. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I think Bianca hung up. But what did you say?
She'll be back. She'll probably be back. Do y'all feel like women be having? Okay, I'm gonna ask y'all realistically. Among some of y'all circles, do women be having a dude on the side in case their man ain't stepping up? Do y'all women naturally always have that? I mean, don't really matter.
When you say on the side, can you define
Monkey
that?
branching.
Can you define that?
Thank you,
I mean,
Red Pill community. I appreciate that.
because the reason I say that is because I feel that both parties always have somebody waiting in the wings. You can't tell me no different.
Lord, I hope your man ain't watching.
I'm afraid to answer this.
I'll tell him to his face. What?
I ain't gonna answer this.
Lord have mercy.
You want his number? You want to call him?
No.
Hold on. I'm not Nicole. I'll give you his number. You could call him.
Stop.
Ooh, shit. It feels like Friday. Why does it feel like Friday?
Because I'm on here and it's 11:30
we can't be doing this all.
And it's past my bedtime.
All right. So listen, y'all. We gonna
it's way
stop.
past my bedtime.
This is past my bedtime for me. I'm not allowed to do this kind of talk around this time. I'm already okay. So
you already on the couch.
I'm beyond the couch right now. The house might be built for me.
No, but for real, I mean, I'm being a little bit facetious here, but I mean, no, I feel that there comes there's like I think everyone has a timeline. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm being funny about the 3 to 5 days, but it's like okay, you lose your job the first of the month, come the 30th, it's like okay, well, what's going on? What's up? You know how it is. Now 60 days in, you either got to go or I got to go see a man about a horse, like something.
That's your job as a woman to pick up that man.
Yeah, but we both building together. If you just sitting in the house eating up all the fruit snacks all day, what are you here for? It's been 6 months since you worked. Now we up to 3, 4 months. At what point is enough enough?
I mean, if I'm giving you good dick, then I believe I am.
I got a vibrator.
What?
I got a vibrator. You got to go.
What?
Damn.
You ain't working You ain't working 5 months.
Yeah. Make it hard for the brothers. I understand, guys. Just go your own way, guys.
Why is it taking you so long to find a job? It's jobs out here. I saw a sign they was hiring. I saw they was hiring at they was hiring at Lowe's. Why you can't get a job?
They ain't taking care of grown men in the Philippines either.
Take your ass across the water.
Mess around and get whipped with some bamboo.
You go to the Philippines, you might get yourself a lady boy.
Oh, that's why them niggas going over there? Oh, yep. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yep. Don't you do it.
That's exactly why they go over there, because they're the highest percentage of transsexuals. They're lady boys.
Don't you say it. You're going to cause a fire in the MGTOW community. Don't do it.
That's the real. Why you think in Brazil too? Why you think they go to Brazil? Come on, son. That's what's over there. Is lady boys. Don't let these dudes get you confused. Not you confused like that, but I'm saying like
so niggas going over there doing some other shit.
Absolutely.
So they really going their own way. God damn.
Oh yeah.
Please stop attacking my friends.
I'm
fucking with brothers, I'm fucking with you. Niggas gonna be mad.
I'm being dead the fuck serious.
Stop now. Y'all will not attack.
But Joe, we was not. What do you mean? So why you turn the church music on? Because I said you ain't working 5 months. I mean, you gotta go. The rent is about to go up. You still trying to you 40 years old. You still trying to be a rapper? The fuck? You gotta go.
Oh shit! But baby, I can flow.
I don't care. Lowe's is hiring.
You can't help me with my studio time. I'm gonna be somebody.
UPS is hiring. UPS be giving a lot of overtime. The rent is past due. The light bills is due. Love don't pay these
50
bills,
years old. I can make it too.
Cass, this tab be a question.
Get him.
Wait. Just not get relax. You been to Brazil?
Who?
Uh-oh.
I mean, you been there? I mean, I know I.
Hello, relax, guys. You been to Brazil?
I thought they say the good woman was in Brazil. They say the good, wholesome women was in Brazil.
Yeah, because they're trying to get a green card. The real women, they're trying to get a green card.
Shauna B, have you been to Brazil, Shauna?
Who's Shauna?
No, have you been to Brazil?
No, I have not. But what are you getting at? Can we get to the question at hand?
Right. See, this is what we have a problem here. When we say basically we have not traveled enough. We can't make statements that we have not stepped foot in these type of regions.
I'm going to cut you off real quick.
No. I'm going to come out. Right. Let me tell you about me.
Not all.
I have never been to Brazil either, or any per cup, but I cannot speak of some I have not been to.
Okay.
We have to be very careful.
You can look it up in a book.
Make us look real stupid. If I tell them what do it and I said to somebody and they go ask a question, I said no, I'm gonna look stupid. So we have to be very careful.
That's what Google is for, honey.
Niggas gonna get on your ass if you don't start talking about
we go ourselves.
I told you.
We don't let Google be the file. We get up off our ass and travel there.
Okay, you sound very.
That's the problem. Everybody sit on their computer and say we're just gonna Google everything. We're not experiencing shit from Google. We are sitting there and say, "Oh, that's what it's." No, we get our ass up. We get past. We go over there.
Boy.
Get your ass. Yeah, he's talking about asses and everything.
That's
being triggered right now by ass.
We just sit there and Google. So we go Google everything, and then we go no. We know the world. We gotta get our black ass off America and travel. That's how we know the fucking world.
Why
Okay.
you yelling? Why you
Come
screaming,
on.
man?
We get it, brother.
Let
We
me
get it.
play
We
that
understand, brother.
song. Let me play that song for him. I feel
Okay.
like it's a manly song.
We got it,
This
brother. We
nigga
got it.
here
We
is
got it.
crazy.
We got it.
Oh, okay. Calm down. Take a drink.
I'm messing.
Cause he
You done
listen,
kicked the hornet's nest with that bullshit,
I guess
Jalen.
Man,
you know what?
man.
A hit dog, you know what the old saying goes, a hit dog will holler.
I mean,
Hey, Joe, that's a topic, man. That's a topic. Is niggas going to the Philippines and Brazil looking for lady boys?
A hit
What?
dog will
no,
holler.
no.
And
I will
listen,
do
I
that
wouldn't.
topic.
I don't think that they're going to Brazil. They're just going to Brazil for the women, but the women in Brazil are pretty nasty.
I'm
So,
gonna do that topic.
that's
I
part
mean,
of it. But hold on,
regardless,
I have to put my
they
asterisks.
have a
Not
very
all
high rate of
men.
AIDS
Yeah,
over
not
there.
all
And
of
like
them.
I said, 2 girls in 1 cup took place in Brazil. And watching them
What?
2 chicks,
What?
yes,
Oh
That was
God!
in
those
Brazil?
those were
I thought that
Brazilian
was in
women.
America.
Those
No,
were
that was in Brazil.
Brazilian
Wait.
women
I
eating
knew that.
doo-doo and spitting in each other's mouth
And
like it
y'all
was
niggas going over there
gravy.
kissing them girls?
Yeah.
So they either fucking men or eating shit. Okay.
No, they're either fucking animals
Nigga,
eating
I ain't
shit
smoking with you when
or
you come back now.
Right. We cutting these hoes down.
motherfuckers go to Brazil to watch a bitch fuck a donkey. That's what they go to Brazil
Yes,
for.
yes, exactly.
But
I'm
want to
going
talk
to
about
Brazil
us.
where the good woman at.
Chaos is fucking
Fuck
vein
these
probably
American
is
bitches.
exploding
I'm
right
going to
now.
Brazil.
His vein is probably exploding on the top of his head right
What
now.
Black American girls do the same thing? Which
They,
ones? Show them to me. And if you know them, then you just as nasty as them.
Brazil got the good holy women, I heard. That's what they told me in the red pill community.
But that's the thing, though. Outside of all the extra perversions, the regular woman the reason they act the way they do is because they're looking for a green card. They're looking to come here. That and that's a whole other topic at hand. And that's the thing. Of course they're gonna act all nice and submit to
Yeah,
you,
y'all know where
all of this shit because they're trying to get a green card. And guess what? As soon
Is
as they
that a
come
night
to this
sword
country,
on BMT?
they're gonna try to bring their whole motherfucking family over here.
God damn.
BMT slaying hoes
Is
one day at a
that
time.
night sword?
Yes, I am part of the holy order of tricking and simping.
I need to get me one of those. I don't know where you get
A long ancient order
You
of
can
men.
get it from you can get it from your local flea market.
A long
Anyway.
order of men. No, I got this from the Church of Man.
Okay, because I saw that exact same store at the flea market. But anyway,
No, he told me that a wise man got this from
they
the
had the
Church
flea
of
market for
Man.
like 3 for $20.
A man got this for me. That way,
You gonna
he
get
taught
played
me that
anyway.
I will be a holy order knight that will defend against thou simping.
Is that a Hataro Hanzo sword?
That way,
Tori Hanzo.
when I took on this blade, I swore that all these unvirtuous women will be slain. That I will smite you. That y'all know nothing of the power of man. I, B.M.T, slayer of hoes, simping behind
Okay,
the
it's time to go. Time to go. All right, it's time to go. Let it go.
Because I'm the baddest bitch.
It's time to go.
Time to go? Is it? Okay.
It's time to go. Say
It's
goodnight,
nap
Jay.
time.
Well, you guys, it's that time.
This is way longer than it should have been.
Man, but it was a good show. So,
good damn show.
Let's go ahead and start doing our advertising because that's what we do here on BMT. It's time we actually pay homage before Jay and I have to go to bed. I get put on the couch until and wash dishes. So, let's start it off with showing off our featured channels that actually participated tonight. Starting off with Chaos. Chaos, go ahead and tell us about your channel, please.
Right now, my channel is pretty much everything I deal with certain topics, certain book readings, and things that's on my mind. So it's a variety of things. It's not really one subject I stay on. So if you're on my channel, you'll know the mix-up I do on my channel. I try to keep it interesting as possible.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to already subscribe to you. You know what I'm saying? Yep, I will make the 180. Yeah. So you guys check out Chaos Rain. He's a pretty good guy. Did I not keep my promise, Chaos? I said, yo, I was gonna bring you on.
Yes. Oh yeah. Respect.
I gotta be a man of my word. The next channel, let us go over here, which we have two of the hosts of the most. And shout out to Healthy. He did one of the first broadcasting. Shout out channel with BMT 2. We're going to change the unfiltered because we'll change that. But also, congratulations, Healthy. You took it up from 2,430 to 2,468. So not bad. You just started out. So let's get it cracking. Healthy, if you're here and Nikki's here, go ahead and tell us about the channel.
Yeah, definitely BMT too. We're gonna change the name. I don't know what to, but we're gonna change it to a BMT Goes to Philippines.
Oh, I will shut down that channel before this shit gets that done.
Apparently, I must have struck some nerves, boy. That freaking chat.
Y'all about to fuck up my brand. Have me.
I just want to say my thoughts are my own. They are not indicative of BMT's thoughts and opinions. No, please do not email him. Stay the fuck out of his inbox. These are my thoughts. And thirdly, I don't give a fuck what y'all got to say because I'm good over here, bruh. Anyway,
y'all be writing me whole scriptures and stuff about why y'all triggered man.
Right, or why did Jay trigger you today?
I can't do that. Also, you guys, the title, Who the Fuck is Healthy? It's not me attacking Healthy. It's actually Healthy put that out there. So y'all, please stop thinking that I'm going at I'm literally not. I'm literally not. Bianca, guess what, dear?
Yeah.
They want to know about your YouTube channel.
I mean, I don't, I'm not a YouTuber like that. I'll show up, I'll talk my shit, but I mean, I have a channel, Be Love too, like Be Love TOO, and yeah. That's it.
She got nobody on her channel, boy. She got some white dude there. Who's that? Stefani. Who the hell that nigga? The baby. That nigga got people like him. Didn't that nigga walk around in a baby diaper and shit?
The baby.
Q, I wish one day Q would get a channel. Lord knows, I can only imagine what goes on his. Cutie Pie.
Yep.
Why didn't you say anything?
I didn't say anything.
We know we gotta talk. We know we gotta do our rap session.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. So, Cutie Pie, anything you want to say there?
I don't really have much to say tonight.
You sound tired.
Yeah, I'm a little bit exhausted. Long day. Okay. And I had class tonight.
Some of us got to get up and go to work in the morning.
I go to work too, Jay.
Us virtuous women got to get up and go to work in the morning. Make that money.
Right. Sit on something.
Sit on something. Yeah, I gotta go to work, make that money, and then gargle some balls after work.
Why don't you go to the beach and go do some nasty stuff?
Because I did that on the weekend. That's why.
Yes.
Because I did that over the weekend. Thank you very much.
You look really cute on the beach. Y'all take some more pictures like that. I like seeing that. All right. So, and also you guys, it's always, of course, it's me, B.M.T. I thank you guys for joining me today. And I'm also thankful for the people who dislike the video.
We love y'all too.
Yeah, that's y'all.
Y'all 3 dislikes.
Wow. Y'all only make us better, man. I mean,
goddamn MGTOW community.
I mean, we had one. It was probably because of me, to be honest. I'm pretty sure I'm the reason for the dislike.
Guys, no. We went up. We actually got it better. We actually got 3 dislikes.
Just jokes.
And I'm sure 2 of those is probably because of me. But anyway,
I have nothing against the Philippines and Brazil, guys. Please.
Like calm down, simmer down now, simmer down.
If y'all,
I mean, but they got enjoy the content,
let me know. If y'all would like for more of these females to keep coming back on, like the video, subscribe. Tell me.
Joe's not gonna fire me, so it doesn't matter.
Q came in. Q did a great job. He taught us about calling out trichonomics and being able to call out people. Bianca was breaking down mental capacity of men and our fragile egos. And I'm not gonna lie, I probably will need some counseling after this. And Healthy was going in talking spiritual, how y'all women need to clean y'all stuff.
Yes.
Ooh, Lord.
Get you some crystals.
Oh Lord Jesus. Okay, time to go.
And that's
some tea tree oil,
2 souls,
and a yoni egg.
I say Bianca soul, and I say Jay soul.
You ain't saved my soul. I just told you I sold my soul for 2 churches
You saved the
biscuits
soul of that
last
jacket you
year.
got on.
Hey, BMT, make sure it's the King James version of the Bible.
We'll put on a white robe and
Make sure it's the
down
King
by
James
the
version.
The King James version is actually the worst version of the Bible. That's another conversation.
Y'all 2 women meet me down by the. Make sure y'all toes are done. Y'all meet me at the river. I don't like seeing no fucked up people.
Yeah, because we about to drown that jacket.
Looking like a goddamn carpet.
Yeah, I just told you about packing my jacket.
Looking like a carpet.
You looking like
anyway, I love my people. I love my people and I love what we do. So we'll see y'all guys later. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, support BMT and the BMT Black Media family. If you also like to see uncut versions of the show, join us on Negro Shade Radio.
Yes, it gets worse than this.
They really think trust me, Negro Shade Radio is way worse.
Y'all can't even handle this shit.
That's the shit where I really just be doing all kinds of shit on there, and that's unfiltered. So,
oh man, I gotta check it out, man. God
I hold back on YouTube. Negro Shade Radio, I give 0 fucks about y'all damn black coochies, and y'all got
that's over on Spreaker, right? How do I get to that?
Coochies and dusty dicks. So, that's the topic for tomorrow. Black coochies.
How do we get to Negro Shade Radio?
It's an app that you can look up Negro Shade Radio. You can look it up on Anchor. You can also if you have an app on iPhone, also a podcast. Yeah, we got our own podcast station. Yes, we do moves out here. So we'll see you guys later. If you also want to join the Black Men congregation, go ahead and join it. And also, if you want to join the BMT, where you can also drop stuff that you want us to talk about, email us or drop it in BMT and send it to either us, Jay, Healthy, me. We'll go over it. We'll talk about any and everything. We got a lot of topics to talk about. I can't do it alone. But hey, I got a whole crew. So we can cover it case by case. See you guys later. And thank you for subscribing to BMT Black Men Talk.
Good night.
Good night, guys.